What is up, my fellow New York Jets fans? It is again late night on a Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am your late night New York Jets host, Midnight Mike, and I am effing thrilled to be here. I don't know why I just said effing. Could have said fucking, but who cares at this point, right? We're going to have a great show for you tonight. I see a lot of you already in here. Go, 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 Jets, and fight. Jets, Jets, Jets. All right, we have an amazing show for you guys tonight. Now, I have told you guys before that here in the off season, in the dog days of the football season, when nothing's going on, between free agency and the draft and the schedule just dropped, we're going to be able to talk about that and the start of training camp. I want to get to know more New York Jets content creators, as I've only entered this content creation world for the New York Jets the middle of last season. It was when my wife finally told me, hey, stop bitching at me and go bitch at people on the internet. And because she knows I had a show that I did for 10 years on 80s and 90s pop culture and horror and all that stuff. And then I had my Midnight Mike Show channel, which, I mean, you can go back and actually see what this channel originally was in the regular videos. You know, it was 80s and 90s pop culture. I did some taste tests on, like, when they re-released Dunkaroos. I made some 80s and 90s, like, snacks with my daughter Alice when she was much younger. We made the stuff from the movie The Stuff, and we made an Orange Julius, homemade Orange Julius that used to get at the mall as a kid. Yeah, it was, and she knew that my other show for 10 years was kind of on its way out, and she knew that I was looking for something to do with my channel. And that's when she said, just go bitch at people on the internet about the Jets. I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. And it's turned into this, and it's turned into this community where you guys are here every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the comments. I know there's a bunch of comments already there from you guys. You're so loyal. I love it. I appreciate it. And I can't thank you guys enough, truly. Tonight, later on in the show, I'll be taking your guys' calls. We're going to be going through the schedule game by game and predicting who we think will win or lose. But that's going to be later. That's going to be later. Hold on for that. Later, I will also be taking your calls. I'm hoping to talk to some of you guys. I love talking to you guys. I want to go through some of these comments. But before we get to all of that, I haven't even put the link down in the description yet. 2 people got the link to tonight's show. My co-host, your friend and mine, Maddie, and our guest, the legendary Being the Jets fan, Greenbean. And he will hopefully be here around 9:15, 9:20, somewhere around there. And we'll be able to talk to him. I can't wait to shoot the shit with Greenbean, because Greenbean and I are both from the same town in New Jersey. We were from competing high schools. We had 2 high schools in my town. And he was from the one on the east side of town. I was from the one on the west side of town. And it's going to be fun to shoot the shit with him about the New York Jets. Hopefully take some of your comments. But we're going to have a blast tonight, guys. while you're here, before Greenbean gets on and I forget to ask you guys, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. We're close to 1,100 subscribers. That'd be awesome. Other than that, hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. I believe tonight we have a chance to beat our live show like record, which I believe is at 59 or 60. We have the ability to beat that tonight. Let's do it. Hit those thumbs up, folks. And of course, I always appreciate my channel members, the guys who have come on. It costs less than a cup of Starbucks coffee. I always say that, less than a cup of Starbucks coffee each month, and you get exclusive content. Our Tuesday night show at 10 p.m. comes on. We shoot the shit for an hour, always free. Then at some point the next morning, I put it behind the membership wall. So if you want to go back and rewatch or you missed it, members get to do that. Then I have my pop-up streams, and I did one yesterday. I spent a half hour. I talked a little bit about the Knicks, a little bit about the Rangers. Guys, there's actually Rangers fans out there. Slow down. But we talked about the Knicks and the Rangers for a short amount of time. I went over a little review of the unfrosted Jerry Seinfeld movie, talked about that. What the thing I liked most about it is in there. And then at the end, I talked about Howard Stern and Joe Biden and how Howard Stern has fallen so far from what he used to be that he's even worse than what he used to make fun of Don Imus for being. Like, he has turned into a complete shell of himself. And I went off and I warned everybody. I said, this might get political. And it did. Okay. So if you want to check that out, become a channel member. And there's a half-hour show that I did yesterday. And some of you guys were there. If you were there, let me know in the comments section. I would love for you guys to shout out if you saw that show last night and saw me go a little off the rails at the end about Howard and Joe Biden. And what a joke of an interview that was. All right, it's that time, folks. It is that time. We got to bring in my co-host, your pal, my pal, everyone's friend. Maddie, what's up, Maddie? How you doing?
What's up, guys? How is everybody tonight?
I'm doing good. I can answer you.
Good. Well, I figured the comments would just pop up. Oh, man, schedule. So excited. A lot to talk about on there. I have thoughts.
I did actually watch you doing the show with Jets Chaos. And
cool.
What's his name?
Nick Shine.
Okay, yeah. I checked that out at work on Friday. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't expect to be on for so long. It was kind of fun. I didn't mind. It was just kind of, I figured that, they were doing their own thing. And he's like, yeah, you want to hang out? I was like, I guess I do. So that was cool.
He's pretty intense about keeping his schedule of a show.
Yeah,
when he doesn't want people calling in, he's not going to have people calling in. Whereas with me, I start seeing people pop in, and I'm like, yeah, let's bring him in. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, Nick's cool. He runs a tight ship. Learned a lot. That guy has some cool stories to tell. That was a lot of good times. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, how about him not having a toe?
Dude, I was like, whoa, all right, that was a hell of a story, man. That was
you tell your Black Eye Stitches story,
which is not that exciting. Like, he's got that, and I'm like, all right, dude, I'll just sit down over here.
He's got you there.
Oh man, that was a wild story. But yeah, those guys are fun, man. Nick's a really fun guy to talk to. Really, really big Jets fan. So that was cool. And it's always fun, like I say, it's fun to pop into other shows and like you see like half of our comment section in there. So it's cool. I'm like, oh, I know you, and I know you, and I know you. It's kind of cool.
I actually have a question, not necessarily for you, but just a general question. People were putting comments on this video like this morning. Like they saw me putting it up and they're like, what, are you going live now? And I'm like, no, I'm just setting up for the show later tonight, whatever. And the comments were there. And then when I popped on tonight to go live, those comments were gone. But then there was other newer comments that I guess Dano put in one.
I think they expire because I did that a couple of weeks ago. Just like said, hey, looking forward to tonight or whatever. It was like 7 a.m. and it was gone by the time like I checked back later at noon. So
well, that's bullshit. Let's see what we got going on in here. Dano, what's up, channel member Dano? Oh, me and Maddie were both in his chat last night.
Yeah, we were in there last night. That was fun.
And then we ended up arguing with each other.
As is usually the case.
Yeah. Dano says, my mother met Greenbean once. I think she said it was roughly 40 weeks before she had me. Such an odd duration for her to say. I was so puzzled.
It's like that scene in X-Men where Quicksilver wrestles Magneto, and he's like, my mom knew a guy who could do that once.
Zach, what's up? Good to have you back. He says 12-5, and my expectations are playoffs. And when we get there, the Super Bowl. Well, I'll be giving you my expectations later on in the show. We'll go through every single game of this schedule. And let's not talk about it now. I have obviously visuals. The new Giants uniforms.
You mean the New York Canadians?
Yeah, that's totally. As soon as I saw them,
I saw that. Oh, the Habs are in the NFL. Good for those guys. They didn't make the playoffs at the end.
Save it for later. Zach says, "Did anyone see our 3 rookies at the rookie premiere in California?" Yes, I did. They looked sharp. Yep, they looked sharp. Although I wish they were wearing the green. I wish they were wearing the green.
Gotta save the green. You know, that's going to be a big deal. You don't want to do that at the promo event.
Channel member Infrared, what's up, my man? How you doing? Good to be here. Pots and pans, popcorn, yellow striped smile. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means. No,
I'm guessing the yellow stripes maybe a knock on the Pittsburgh old school jerseys where they look like they just escaped prison.
Oh, possibly.
It's my guess.
Bobby. Hi, Dano, my friend. I just got my new jet hat today, Bobby. When you get on the show,
well, yeah, you bet you're not getting on if you're not wearing it.
I was thinking this. It's so nice that Jake Asman sent him that hat.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we need to do either me and you need to figure out something, or we need to start up a collection here. We got to figure out something, and we need to get Mets a Jets hat. No,
I'm just thinking. I'm like, I could just give Mets a Jets hat. I got Jets hats for fucking days. I mean, I have hats that I've never even worn. Like, I used to buy every draft day and sideline.
We gotta get him a nice fitted, his size, nice new hat. I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm just saying if he's gonna keep coming on to New York Jets podcasts, or at least ours, I think we need to have him repping the team sometimes.
What if he wears it when he throws another kid? Then we're accessories.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Because we don't want him chucking a kid across ShopRite. And then
Jets fans are violent animals.
Yeah. We don't want that to happen. Let's get through a few more of these. Bobby, don't worry. I will let you in. I will let you in eventually. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, let me just make sure. I never get that emoji. What's going on? Hi, Mike, my friend. You are awesome. I got my new Jets hat today. Yes, Bobby, later in the show, you better be wearing it. I want to see that new Jets hat. We got something. We got something to do. We got something to do, ladies and gentlemen. The Jets chant is in the house. And so is Greenbean. What's up, Greenbean?
Oh, shit. I forgot my mic. What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Good, man. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, of course. Let's do this thing. Let's have a good time.
Dude,
yeah.
It's great to finally talk to you. I've been watching you and Matt and Ryan for I'd say 2 years now. I want to say that's about right. At least 2 seasons. Yeah. And you guys make my day. I mean, on that Tuesday night show you guys do, man, it's great. I was right in there with you with the I Below Benzad.
Right.
Dude, there's some of us, like I've said it before, you're one of those people, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's if someone's putting on that Jets helmet, no matter how much you hate them, you're going to support them.
Hell yeah. Oh, dude, look, man, we've been doing this too long to start getting into petty shit. Like I want this guy to fail because because I didn't like him in the draft or whatever, man. I don't care. If they're on the field for the Jets, I want them to be the best thing that's ever happened and to succeed so I can be happy. That's it.
I echo that 100%.
Yeah, 100%. And so Greenbean, before we get into anything, oh my God, I never started my game of the week. I never started my game of the week, folks. As you can see behind me, if you guess the game, I'll be sending you out. And once again, hell, if you email me, I'll send you them out. You got the Midnight Mike Show holographic logo. And then, of course, you have my Midnight Mike Show Jets logo. We'll send those out. We got a second wave coming out. But Greenbean, we both are from the same town in New Jersey. And that's something that when you mentioned it, I had been watching you for a while. And then all of a sudden you talk about, I'm from Lake Hiawatha. I went to Parsippany High School. I went, holy shit, I went to Parsippany Hills.
Yeah.
I could not believe it.
You were on the, more privileged side of town. That's what we like to say.
Is that what you guys thought on the east side?
Oh, man? Yes. No doubt about it, friend. Here's the thing. In my high school, like most high schools will have the jocks, the preps, the nerds, all that shit.
The shooters.
We had all that, but then we had one more group that was called the Dirts. and that was my side of town. Everybody that came from my little chunk of the town, we were the dirts. So what does that tell you? That should say a lot about who I was hanging with.
Well, let me tell you this, Greenbean. I don't know if you remember this place, but I go back to Parsippany every Memorial Day weekend, every Thanksgiving. My family still lives in Parsippany and Whippany, and there's one staple that I go to every time I go there that's been there since I was a kid, and I don't know if you've ever gone, but on Route 46 in the shopping center, right near the highway, is the Great Wazoo.
The Great Wazoo, sure, man. I've been there 100 times, dude.
Dude, I actually
isn't that Route 10 though?
I thought that was Route 46.
I think the Great. No. It's been a minute.
They used to have two locations. Now they're down to the one where eventually the movie theater came in. On, like I said, it's like Route 46 by the Embassy Suites. I don't know if even Embassy Suites was there.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you know what? The debauchery in the Embassy Suites.
Yep. Same here.
Hell
but
boy.
Every time I go back, I always go and get, and I got my wife into it and everything because their subs still are spectacular.
Yeah, they were great sandwiches. I'm telling you, I've been to the one on Route 10 significantly more growing up. I used to work over there, so we would always stop at the Great Wazoo. That's a great sandwich, man. We don't get those sandwiches down here where I am in Virginia. They don't exist, dude. The sandwiches like, do you remember Don's sub shop? There's one in Boonton now. Do you remember that one?
I don't. I feel like I should.
They're another one. They cut the meat, dude. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like when you order the sandwich, they cut it. It's not like pre-sliced and all that shit. So I like that. I miss Jersey sandwiches, man. I don't get them.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you something there, Greenbean. Of everything that the Jets have done in the offseason, whether it's through the draft or through free agency, which signing or draft, which one excites you the most personally?
Ooh, you know what? There's been a lot, man. And I think this was a good offseason where last year I didn't feel the same way. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers was a big deal. We didn't get to see it materialize, but it was a big deal. But everything else was kind of lackluster, in my opinion. This year, I feel the exact opposite. So there's a lot to choose from. Let me say, I think the guy I'm most excited to see on the field is probably Malachi Corley. I think he fits. He provides something that we haven't had, and kind of, that partner for Garrett Wilson. We don't really know what Mike Williams is going to be. I have hope and all that stuff, but Malachi Corley, I think I'm really excited to see him get some opportunity with Aaron Rodgers to show us that we didn't need Brock Bowers in the first place. This guy's going to give us everything that we want. So I'm really excited about him, I think.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not the kind of I've always said to everybody, I'm just like a blue collar lunchbox Jets fan. I used to sit up in the upper bowl of Giants Stadium, but I'm not the guy. Like, you guys do such a great job. Jake Asman does such a great job. The guys they have on do such a great job at literally, talking about all these guys that we could get in the draft. But for me, it's just so much information that I kind of wait till we draft someone and then I'll go look at their stuff. And when I started seeing Malachi Corley breaking all these tackles and, getting all these extra yards after catching stuff, it's like, I was like, yes, this is a good signing.
Yeah. It's a funny thing, man. I mean, the past 2 years, like the last draft and this draft, I've actually done less of that pre-draft stuff than I have been for the past maybe 15, 20 years, only because my schedule is different and I don't have the same amount of time. But yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do. It's like once the season starts winding down, like at the end of September for the Jets, you know what I mean? We're like, all right, we're out of it nice and early. I start pivoting and looking at guys and, from the draft that I think we'll like and everything, start doing mocks. So yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do now with guys like Dom C and JetX is out there. Joe Blewett's amazing. They do a real good job of kind of helping us out and filling that void. But yeah, I mean, this was an interesting draft because a lot of the actual names, like, most years we have all these guys we like, they go to the Steelers, they go to the Chiefs, they go to the Ravens. and they're great, just like we thought they were going to be. But the Jets, we take a bunch of guys that we've never heard of, all the way back to like the Brian Thomases of the world over Ed Reed. And it just goes on and on and on. We always take this kind of dark horse guy, and sometimes they work, most times they don't. This year was interesting, you know, whether it's Fashanu, Malachi Corley was a guy that we were talking about no less than 4 months ago. I mean, we were digging into that guy 4 months ago. Like we have in my Patreon on Wednesday nights, we have like a little meeting and we get together and Dom C comes and hangs out. And we were talking about Malachi Corley months ago, and we fell in love with that guy. Braylon Allen was another one. Isaiah Davis is another one. Jordan Travis was the quarterback that a lot of us wanted. Not everybody, but a lot of us wanted, like in the 4th or 5th. And it was just it's really fun to see the Jets actually do that, because the truth is we have, and look, we get told all the time, we don't know what the Jets know. And of course that's true, but we're right significantly more than the Jets have been over the past couple decades, bro. And I don't want to hear shit about it. We're right more than they have been. And this year it's nice to see them grabbing some of the name, you know, some of the actual names that we've been kind of fawning over for a month or two.
Yeah, and you know what? That's also I also want, which one of those you I always love watching the three you Matt and Ryan, your reactions to draft picks over the past couple of years. And I forget if it was Malachi Corley or if it was Braden Allen, but one of them, all three of you at the same time just jumped. Like you guys were so excited. Which one was that?
It might have been both. I mean, so Malachi Corley, it was I believe it was just us. We might have had, you know who we had on? We had on I can't believe I can't remember his name. The redhead kid. I mean, he's one of my favorites. I just can't think of his name at the moment, but he was on with us. We lost it. But then Braylon Allen, we had Richie on, we had Tigo on at the same time, and we all lost our marbles. It was amazing. Like, holy shit. The guy that we want, not just the position, the guy. So yeah, it might have been Malachi Corley, the one that you're referencing, because we were very excited about that pick.
I'm a big fan of Tigo. So
Yeah,
I just want to jump in and say that I want him to get way more exposure. I really enjoy his show.
Yeah, that's why we did the Wednesday nights. Tigo and I do Wednesday night on Talking Jets, because we feel the same way, man. I mean, Tigo, just like you said, he does a better job than maybe the exposure that he receives. You know what I mean? So I'm right there with you, bro.
Now here's another question is, well, first off, I do think you might be right, because saying it was Malachi, was it just the three of you? I feel like it was just the three of you, but usually when I watch your drafts, it's like one of you is maybe a little less excited than one or the other. But this one, it was just like it was so awesome to see all you guys agreeing. And that's, you were talking about all these people that are not only in our chat. I wish I could get to some of these people, but the chat's just flying by. By the way, hit the thumbs up, everybody. But Greenbean, the Jets, not only the content creators, we all seem to get along. And this is my first off season covering the Jets. And one of my things is I wanted to start having other Jets content creators on, just so that I could get to know you guys. And stuff like that. And what I've learned is that not only are the content creators awesome and treat each other, there's no infighting, but also there's so many people in the comments who are there. Like we do the late night shows where we go till 11 o'clock at night, 11:30. We start after you guys on Tuesday nights. And these diehard people just will watch Jets content and talk Jets all day.
We're nuts, dude. That's what it boils down to. And I've made this case for a long, long time. Like we get, we catch a lot of slack. You know what I mean? Like because we whine a lot. We're overly dramatic at times. You know what I mean? We fight on Twitter, and even before Twitter existed, we did all that shit. But the truth is that just like you're saying, there are people that will turn it on like right after work, 5 o'clock, whatever, they're watching whatever. And then they go to this stream and then that stream. And then you're on till 12:30 at night and they're still there because we're deranged, dude. There's no fan base like us. That's the truth of it. It's really something.
Now, let me ask you this, because I pretty much have, kind of put my foot down. I think, and we always have to say, oh, if healthy, but that's true with any team. But this Jets team is going to win the AFC East. That's my opinion. What's yours?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I think for us, it's about health, dude. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm so damaged. I don't even want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, people say, oh, get over it. They did it last year with me. When I was like, hey man, everybody calm down. They're like, dude, Aaron Rodgers is going to kill the Jets curse. I'm like, I hear you, dude. I'm excited too, but we have to stop boasting because I'm damaged. I have a lot of PTSD. I've been doing this a long time. This is my 42nd straight year of being an obsessed Jets fan. And back in the day when we didn't have the internet, I was ordering, Jets Confidential or going to the Quick Check and buying whatever had Jets news in it and all that kind of stuff. I've been obsessed for 4+ decades, and I'm damaged, man. So right now, I think our team, the team that Joe Douglas has put together, it might be the best roster we've ever had. I mean, obviously Parcells rosters were something else. You go back into the 80s and 90s with the Sack Exchange and Freeman McNeil and Wesley Walker and those guys. And obviously the 2009, 2010 Jets. I thought the 2010 Jets were the best team in the NFL, hands down. We just didn't have Peyton Manning. Or Brady or whoever. But this year, I think this team, if the lion's share of our team stays on the field, and namely Aaron Rodgers, if he's able to make it through the season, I'm right there with you. I think there's no way that we don't win the division. Yes, Miami is dangerous. They can beat anybody on any day. They added Wright in the draft. They added Malik Washington in the draft, and they were already electric. So their offense is going to be something else. But I think that we have the ability to beat the living shit out of everybody. I think that we're a team that's mean and nasty and pound you and demoralize you. That's how we're built, which is my kind of football team, by the way. I'll take some finesse and all that shit, but I prefer right, man. Let's leave them with a fat lip, dude. That's what I want.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. And also, I think a lot of this team is understanding Jets fans in the sense of we're tired of being embarrassed. We're tired of everybody taking a big dump on us. And when they're going to go out there and we're not just going to beat you, you're going to hurt for the next week. You're going to know we were here. And I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I feel the same way, dude. And that's the whole thing. Remember, I think it was in Hard Knocks last year where Robert Saleh said he hates when coaches say, oh, you guys played hard and all that shit. He's like, fuck you. Remember that?
The big rant.
And I agree with that. But the key is we got to come out on top. We can't have this Zach Wilson, Tim Boyle, practice squad offensive line guys. Yeah,
no moral
the whole idea. Exactly. The idea of taking Olu with the first pick. I was all offensive line. I would have been happy if it was Romo Dunze, don't get me wrong. But I wanted offensive line. It's if somebody goes down, I don't want to go all the way down to a 5th round pick or to a practice squad guy. I want to go to Olu Fashanu. That's what I want to do. 100%. And I like it, man. I think that we got a good chance of. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, in my opinion.
Agreed.
I agree. I was completely against the whole Brock Bowers thing. Not that I think he's going to be a bad tight end or a bad receiver or anything like that.
This team needs.
Exactly. And we filmed, a little bit of, we knew we weren't going to compete with all you guys doing draft coverage. So me and Maddie went on and just recorded it. And then I took the highlights leading up to the Jets and put out a short 10-minute video of me and Maddie's reaction. Yeah, we had a good time, but you can see me almost getting so upset, especially once Roma Dunze went off the board and Neighbors went off the board, and I'm like, okay, so I guess we're taking Brock Bowers, and I was just kind of just lost in myself. And then when they took Olufashanu, you see my whole face light up, and I'm like, they did what they had to do. I'm so excited.
Yeah. It was funny.
And what a good and what a good smokescreen, huh? I mean, people legitimately thought the Jets. I mean, I was even nervous. And again, just like you said, I don't really have much doubt that Brock Bowers is going to be a good player, but our tight end room is strong and deep. And we have actual holes. And it's like, if we would have taken them, okay, I can get myself excited for a good player. But I was all about the offensive line, man. I don't know if people just don't remember what's happened over the past 3 or 4 years. I mean, like, have you not been watching? What the hell makes you think that we're not going to have injuries again? I don't understand. So, I was just
sexy pick.
Yeah, that's it. Shiny things, man. Shiny things.
Well, the thing is I mean, Joe Douglas, after what he did last year with the quarterback room, he lost so much of my faith and so many other Jets fans like faith that going into this offseason, we all sat there and we're like, essentially we need 3 things. We need a backup quarterback, we need a bolstered offensive line, and we need some wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3s. You know, that's what we need. Can Joe Douglas get it done? He got it done before the draft, then added to it. So now it's all on Saleh.
Yeah, it really is, man. And look, I don't think we can deny that Robert Saleh's done a great job with the defense. I mean, you know, we've had for 3 years, but the last 2 in particular, a top 3 defense. And we haven't had that in a long time. Yes, when Greg Williams was here, we had a top 5 rushing defense. But why is that? Because they don't got to fucking run. They're throwing the ball all over us, you know? So we haven't had like a really good defense since 2010. Robert Saleh comes to town. That's his MO. And he's rebuilt the whole thing. Yes, there have been some draft picks, Jermaine Johnson, obviously Sauce Gardner and those types of guys. But the truth is that he's a great defensive coach. Our offense was the problem. So to see us go out there and get 3 offensive linemen, Mike Williams, then go into the draft, and the first 4 picks were offense, 5 were offense.
Yep.
And then before we grab Stiggers, that's the way it's supposed to be. Like when we're all doing our mocks and shit, you know, people are like, dude, it's not realistic that they're going to take 5 offensive players. I'm like, well, it's what we're if we don't do it, that's one thing, but it's the right thing to do. This team has one huge problem, and it's offense. And once you kind of whittle that down, like you just said, it's the quarterback depth, it's the offensive line, and it's the damn weapons. And we did so much work on that front that we can actually feel hyped again. I mean, look, you just said you were kind of, you lost faith in Joe Douglas. Are you back? I mean, I know a lot of people fired.
No, I am back. Once again, it's what was the problem last season? We had a chance. Aaron Rodgers went down earlier than you could possibly go down without going down in the preseason. So at that point, Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew and all these guys were out there. Tannehill he was always out there. And his big boom was Trevor Siemian. Like, how do you not lose faith in a guy who misses that hard on that in that quarterback room? But he pulled it back. He pulled it back.
Saved it, redeemed himself.
Yeah, the whole thing was weird. I mean, just everything about the offseason was weird. We went into the season depending on 2-time injury knee Mekhi Becton, Dwayne Brown, who was literally when we started training camp, he was still injured with his shoulder, his rotator cuff. And we had a bunch of no names. We brought in Billy Turner. I mean, everything about last offseason. Well, about Lazard and McCall Hardman and a bunch of undrafted free agents at wide receiver outside of G-Dubs. It was like it just looked ugly. And then Dalvin Cook late in the offseason. The whole thing felt weird. And like you said, when Aaron Rodgers went down, we should have woken up the next morning with a new quarterback. That's the way it should have been.
He should have been up all night on the phone.
Agreed.
Let me just say this to everybody. Guys, I see all of you guys blowing up that chat. I really do appreciate it, but I did warn you guys, I think it was last week and last Tuesday night, that when I bring on one of these Jets content creators, I want to have time to talk to them. I want to get to know them. And as soon as we are ready, I will get to your guys' comments. I'll let you guys call in and all that stuff. But I do, in the time I have Greenbean here, I want to talk to him. I want to get his thoughts and all that stuff. So please, continue to hit that like button. Let's try to break that thumbs up record on a live show. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't. Greenbean, I want to pop up I'm going to go later on tonight. I'm going to go through this whole schedule game by game. But while I have you here, I just want to pop this schedule up, and I want you to tell me like 1 or 2 things that pop out at you about this schedule that you either really like or you really don't like.
Well, there's a whole bunch of shit that I don't like. And people call me a whiner and whatever. Call me whatever you want to do, man. But I'm also what I like to say is I'm a realist. I don't like having 3 games in the first 10 days. I just think that's a setup. Yes, we got to go out there and beat anybody, of course. But starting away in front of the world on opening Monday night against one of the 2 Super Bowl teams is difficult. It's more difficult than every other team in the NFL has to start except for the team playing the Chiefs, right? That's it. Like, let's be real here. Then we immediately follow that with, another away game, which it's the Titans, but they're sneaky loaded. And then you got the Pats. Yes, maybe not the Pats of old, but it's a Thursday night game and it's on a short week, and it's like everything's kind of built in a way to give us, even if it's slight, just a little disadvantage. And me, Mike, I'm a 1 o'clock on Sunday football fan. That's my kind of, you know what I mean? So all this bullshit, I know there's so many people, more Monday nights and prime time. I don't really I'm not into it. I got to work the next day, all the stuff. I just like 1 o'clock football. So I only get like 4 of those this year or whatever it is. So, I think that it's going to be exciting. And if we are good and we do stay healthy, it's going to be real nice to be able to showcase that shit in front of the world, of course. And I'm just as excited as anybody else to do so. But the truth is, I would really love to just start the season 1 o'clock, tucked into the box, into the mess with everybody else, and just slowly build up our season here. But so I don't know, man. It just kind of rubs me a little bit. I think that the NFL made it as difficult as they could. Maybe not on purpose. I don't think that, it's conspiracy necessarily, but I don't love it. And that's just me. That's where I stand today. I'll be excited for Monday night. I think we're going to kick their ass. All the same shit I do every year. But for right now, I don't love it.
Let me address that. And here's I will play devil's advocate at one point, but I do agree with you 100%. I'm a 1 o'clock game kind of guy. I like the idea of getting the game out of the way, especially if we win, then we can really enjoy the rest of the games that we watch, knowing we got the win. But I think that we are almost, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but we're almost like built to like the 1 o'clock game, because 1 o'clock games are for teams that aren't that exciting, probably aren't that good and whatever. And that's what we've dealt with. I've been a Jets fan for a little over 40 years. And I always say that 30 of them, we've completely sucked. 5 of them, we've been, okay. And then 5 of them, we've actually had a shot. So we were kind of conditioned to expect the 1 o'clock game, and now we're legit. So we've got to get used to being in a legit time slot with the teams that usually get those spots. As far as the 3 games in a 10-day period, I don't like that either. But every team, I feel like if we look at every other team's schedule, they're going to have a period in their schedule where they're going to have 3 games within a 10-day, 12-day time period, 14-day time period. And they're going to have it later in the season. I'd rather get it over with. At least our guys will hopefully be healthy. And the way I'm looking at it, San Fran plays on grass, correct? Tennessee plays on grass, correct? So our guys should be healthy at least till that Patriots game. But I do think that the NFL was like, oh, the Jets are going to dominate the Patriots this year. How can we fuck that up? Well, let's have them play 2 games within 10 days before they play the Patriots, so they'll be as tired as fucking possible when they go in to play the Patriots.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think that's probably close to their thinking. And I hear what you're saying about, the good teams, like you got to get used to being out front more often. And I'm right there with you. But still, like, to me, and it could be exactly because of what you're saying, but I just love to like wake up, mow the lawn, clean up, sit down, get some wings or whatever, and sit down to afternoon football. And then, like you said, if the Jets win, then I can enjoy whatever else comes with the day. If they don't win, if they lose, I don't even fucking watch football. I'm like done. I'm done for the day. This sucks. I'm not doing this.
No, I agree with that. And another thing is like, Yeah, the 1 o'clock game. It's like I said, it's just we've been conditioned to be accepting of that 1 o'clock game, and we're just so much better than that now. And we, like I said, we've gotten of the 42, let's say, seasons I've watched the Jets. We've got to enjoy these like 5 that are actually going to be exciting. So. I'm in for it. I don't like the fact that I have to wake up, and I've said this before. I have to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning to watch the London game, because those really piss my wife off. Because I'll wake
get
up
at 7.
Yeah, and I'll put on the game at 9, and then she'll be like, "Wait a minute, so wait a minute, so there's a 9 o'clock game now?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Well, then how many more are you going to watch? Just the 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock and the 8:30. What's the problem?"
Hey man, I got to get up and hide my drinking
especially
at 7 a.m.
Yeah, it's harder to. You're right. It's harder to pretend it's normal.
What are you drinking? Orange juice? Just orange juice? What are you, my parole officer? Leave me alone. It's a 7:30 game.
Yeah,
because I'm out in Denver.
That's
Greenbean.
great.
I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so
I'm
it's
2 hours
even harder for you.
Earlier.
Jeez.
Now, Greenbean, I told you we'd only keep you 20 minutes. I don't want to step on that. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get you guys in here. We're going to go over your comments, go over the schedule and all that. But Greenbean, before I let you go, I usually have my guests answer what I call like a lightning round. And the first few are just going to be easy, simple questions, not even about football. And then I have a few football ones, but it's like all you need to do is pick one or the other. Okay?
Done.
All right, here we go. Super Mario or Sonic?
Super Mario.
Nice. Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, it's tough. I grew up on Pepsi, but I prefer Diet Coke.
Oh, nice. Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers?
Jason over all other ex-murderers.
All right, and now here we go. These are the football ones. Now you have to, this is the caveat to this. These players are going to be playing at their best. So take away the worst. Just think of them at their best. We're going to the Super Bowl. You have to pick one quarterback to quarterback the New York Jets at their best. Who are you taking, Vinny Testaverde or Chad Pennington?
Oh, Chad all day.
Oh, you're killing me.
In your face.
Fuck yeah, dude. Vinny Testaverde throws picks when you don't want him to. Chad's the most efficient quarterback in New York Jets history.
Best. This is at their best.
I don't care. That is at his best. That's what he does at his best.
I just love Vinny. Okay, who are you going to have in the backfield? Curtis Martin or Breece Hall?
Oh, man, that's big. It's tough with only 2 years, but I'll say Breece.
Nice. Okay, here we go. You need a wide receiver now. Who are you taking, Al Toon or Garrett Wilson?
Ooh, G-dubs.
Nice. Wow. I'm surprised.
Great with the youth movement. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, right. Well, look, Garrett Wilson, I believe, is going to be one of, if not the best wide receiver in Jets history.
Yeah,
so he's early. It's hard. It's hard for me to do that. You know what I mean?
I get it,
it's
but
like,
you got to go with your gut.
Right. I really feel like we got two very special young talents right now.
I agree, and I'm so happy about it.
All right, Greenbean, this is the last one. This is the last one. It's the Super Bowl. Your boy Chad went down. At their best, who is his backup coming into the game? Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold? At their best.
Sammy boy. Sammy.
Okay. Fair enough. See,
fuck Zach.
No, but see,
I'm done with Zod.
Hey, I believe in Zod.
I'm done.
But no, there's something about Zach and the way he scrambles around and makes certain throws that it does make me question.
No way.
Maybe I want Zach, but Sam Darnold seems to be the choice.
Does anybody pick Zach?
I've kind of gone on like the maybe. But
I think guest wise. I don't think he had one.
No, I don't think any guest has picked Zach.
I can't do it. I can't.
Greenbean, tell us where everybody can find you, as if they don't know, but please, where are you? Give your shout outs.
Yeah, come on over to Greenbean Jets fan on YouTube. We're right here talking Jets. We're there every Tuesday. We're there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all week talking Jets. You can find us.
Greenbean, once again, thank you so much for coming on. We really do appreciate it. I hope to talk to you again.
We were excited about this.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun. Yeah, have a great night, guys.
Thanks, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Greenbean gets the Jets chant. Jets.
That was cool. It was nice to meet the guy that I know you want to replace me with.
Oh yeah, I'd replace
in a heartbeat.
Please, in a heartbeat, I would take Greenbean over you. But I did want to point out that I don't know if it was Tuesday or last Saturday that I said I was going to be. I haven't even brought this up yet. That I was going to be wearing
I remember.
I was going to be wearing my second favorite New York football team. The only other team that I actually watched every game as if they were the Jets. And I got it on. Maddie, do you know what this is?
That would be the New York, New Jersey Hitmen of the XFL.
Absolutely. For some reason, I was into that original.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, that is fucking sweet. But I didn't want to say anything till you brought it up. And I was like,
yeah, there it is.
I forgot they actually had the Hitman in the front. It's kind of blocked by the mic.
Yeah, I mean, look, this logo on the sleeve, I'm not, it's cool, but I loved the H.
Yeah, the H was cool. It looked like the Ultimate Warriors makeup.
Yeah, the H on the helmet. Just, I'm going to actually, I'm going to actually try to.
We got to find a Hitman game.
I have some on VHS.
Sweet.
Dude, I taped games. And then I'd go to Fuddruckers on Route 46 right next to Great Wazoo, and me and my buddy Todd would go and watch like Hitman games and just eat those delicious Fuddruckers burgers and all that. But folks, thank you so much for being here. Please hit that like button. I want to beat it. I want Greenbean to be the reason. I want to be able to come on and say, hey, Jets Central's thumbs up record was beat. And it was beaten by the Greenbean. So
that was a great guest, man. Good hustle on getting him on. Really impressed. And
I'm going to continue to do it in the off season, folks. That's why I want you to subscribe and all that stuff. Maddie, were you even aware that I did a members only live stream yesterday?
I saw it, but I was doing so much, man. I've been crazy busy. And honestly, with my little recent misadventure in the yard, I go to sleep so quick, so early that I'll get stuff done, and like I stayed up for that one show, but last night I saw it and I was like, I gotta watch this, and then I was just sitting in my chair like this.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going down in this chat, guys. Look, I'm the kind of guy who I will after we go off the air, I will go out, have a beer, whatever, and I will sit and I will watch some of the live chat. And I will see that you are there. Obviously, I cannot go all the way back, and super chats, believe me, would be much appreciated. But I am going to get back to the live chat just to make sure. Let's get to that live chat so that I can. Altoon at his best,
no disagreement.
Best of all time. Absolutely, he was one of the best of all time. Let's keep going. Come on, guys. See, this is why I definitely need to get some sort of moderator or get Maddie. I need to figure out how to get Maddie so that we can have someone looking at comments that are not I love that you guys talk back and forth. Please continue
to filter out the ones that are aimed at the show versus.
Yeah, so ones that are questions, or you can tell me if a super chat comes in, or
Infrared
ones that are
NY Jets fan he's wrong or whatever,
Yeah, exactly. And I'm about to hit it. Hold on, here we go. If you want to call in, there's the link, folks.
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah, there goes the neighborhood. I don't know what to expect tonight. We will see.
All I know is if we don't see Bobby wearing a Jets hat, if he comes in with that Yankees bullshit, we're kicking him right back out till he's dressed appropriately.
I mean, is Bobby even still here? I don't even know if Bobby's still here.
No, he's still here. I'm sure of it.
All right.
He's got his new Jets hat he wants to show off.
Oh, fair enough. I watched O'Brien in person in college. UC Davis, baby. UC Davis. Oh, let me go back up here. Hold on. Wait. Need 8 more people to. Wow. Alfonso. Thanks for the heads up. We are apparently 8 away from that 5960 that we need to break the live stream record on our live streams. Obviously different than the videos, but the live streams. Let's do it, folks. Hit that thumbs up while you're down there, and I would really appreciate that. Give me a wrench, Mike. I'll do it on nights I can. I have to figure out.
Do that.
Yeah, no, I have to find out. A wrench is when you get that little logo, I guess. Well, I have to figure all that out, Ricky. And 100%, I will try to figure out how to do that so that we could, because I would love it so that I didn't have to do it and I could talk to Maddie and talk to guests and all that stuff. Holy shit, King Lowski. Is this the real King Lowski? I feel like it should have your picture, but if it's the King Lowski I know, he gets a Jets chant. ETS, Jets. welcome, King Lowski, one of my favorite guests of the Jake Asman Show. Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall will have 2,800 all-purpose yards. Yeah, that's a possibility, no doubt. Johnny Boy's in here. Thank you for being here. I'm here to hide from my wife. I love it.
If she calls the bar, we never heard of you.
Lisa, thank you so much. Lisa was actually in because I do it live. Maddie, I didn't even know I was going to do it. I came home last night from work and my wife called me up and she's like, obviously you notice we're not there. We're at my parents' house having dinner and we're literally just sitting down. And I went, all right, that gives me a half hour. And I popped on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how those pop-up streams happen. That you never know when they're going to come because I don't even know when they're going to come. And then I come on, I'll talk for 20 to 40 minutes, somewhere in that time frame, about random shit. If you guys want to come in while you see me live and talk about, if you want to get a Jets question, that's fine. But I'll talk pop culture, horror, whatever. And that's where I'll also get saucy and maybe talk about politics. But I'll always keep it to the end because if someone doesn't want to hear political crap, watch the beginning and then whatever. But it's pretty funny. I'll tell you that. All right, let's see who else is in here. Infrared is here. You already my brother King Lowski. That's awesome. All right, here's what I got to do. I got some people coming into the green room. Midnight Mike Show mods can really do much except delete unwanted comments. Unfortunately, that's what you want to. That's StreamYard, I think. You want to share all rights with Maddie. Okay, well that's the thing. I'm not blocking any comments. That will never happen on my show. I never need people unless someone comes in like throwing around like the N-word, which never happens. So it's like like a napkin.
Yeah,
I just said it. I got to get the bleep. I got to get.
We are so demonetized. Thanks, asshole.
We're done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him in. We love him. His name is Bobby.
Oh, look at that handsome son of a bitch.
I told you I got Manny. I told you I got my hat on today.
Looking good, big guy.
This is from Jake. Jake got me a hat.
Save some of the chicks for us there, buddy.
That's a sweet hat.
You guys, you know who Jake had on the other day?
Who did he have on?
He had Fireman Ed.
Oh, I know he had Fireman Ed. Yeah, he had Fireman Ed on. And didn't you get on with Fireman Ed?
Yes, I cried.
Wow.
Yeah, it has a restraining order against you now, right?
No, he's happy I turned a Jeff fan. And
I'm giving you some grief,
King Lowski was there. He likes the King very much.
That's cool, man.
I'll tell you.
Do you know Connor Long at all? Young kid,
say it again.
12-year-old kid. You know Connor Long? He's like 12.
Oh yeah, the young kid who does the show.
Yeah, by himself. Yeah, he's good. So today he went golfing with his dad, and he found out he was golfing next to Neil. You know Neil from Jake.
From Jake. Yeah.
Yeah, he was golfing with his son today. He was so
that's pretty. Did he give? Oh, Neil was golfing with his son, and Connor was golfing with his dad.
No. Neil golfs with his son tomorrow. Connor was golfing with his dad today, and then they were next to the son.
That is pretty cool. Hey, Bobby, I have something for you. Well, to show you. So you were on Jake Asman's show yesterday, correct?
Yes.
And Jake Asman and some of these other Jets content creators, they're just youngins, right? They're not as old as we are.
Oh, I'm all fart.
And they talked about I forget who it was when he went on a date to Applebee's, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then you brought up a restaurant. What was that restaurant?
The restaurant I brought up?
Yeah, you brought up a restaurant.
I forgot which one. Now I'm getting old. Oh, the ground round. Yeah, remember the ground round?
I actually have a ground round crayon, and that place went out of business probably 20 years ago. And when I heard you mention it, I go, you know what I got to do? I got to find that crayon so I can show Bobby.
Do you remember that, Matty? Remember the ground round?
Yeah, I can't believe
there's another one.
Crayon from the kids menu packs.
I know. Remember they used to have the movies where you eat the popcorn.
Oh yeah, they had the
Remember?
popcorn machine in like the area, and you just got free popcorn the whole time.
Oh yeah,
And
they
then
did- they
you
had
watch the
popcorn.
movies. Remember the movies? You used to watch.
What movies?
They
I
used to
don't
have
remember a
cartoon
ground round
movies.
movie.
No, they used to have
They
the
showed movies
cartoon.
of the.
And I did see that Frosted Flake thing. Talking about. I'm Frosted.
Now, Bobby, are you officially now? You're a Jets fan now? It's
Yes,
official?
they changed over. Yes. My Giants
Wow.
stink. I
And-
agree with their uniforms. They stink.
Who the hell says
You know
conversion
really
camps
what
don't work?
got me over? You know what got me over the edge with the Giants? Giants got rid of Barkley. That really peed me off right there.
Well, I knew they weren't keeping Barkley this year. So when they didn't sign Barkley last year, I knew that was the beginning of the end right there.
Yeah, the writing was on the
They
wall.
should have assigned him and their franchise Daniel Jones. They're giving him $160 million for what? What has he done lately, huh? Nothing much.
Snowball's talking about restaurants with peanuts on the floor. I can't even go to them anymore because my daughter's allergic. We'd have to stab her with an EpiPen.
Yeah, they have peanuts there too. Hey, you
At the
know where
Ground Round?
Dano lives? Dano lives in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, right?
Is that
And
where he is?
Yeah, I commented, "Oh, I had sex on Slippery Rock."
Oh, you dog.
I know.
You
Last
dog,
night I
Bobby.
did. I know, man. I love your
Big
cat.
fella.
I love that cat, Maddie.
Little Pitsy? Yeah, so she's
Yeah,
actually,
how old is she?
she's about 6 months old. We my wife and I got a phone call one day on my day off. My mother-in-law found 5 kittens in her backyard with no
She's
mom or
adorable.
anything. So we
And
took
then
them
you
all
have
home
the
and
mom
fostered
and the
them.
daughter, right?
No, we just have
Oh, you
her,
just
and we fostered them all with bottle feeding and everything. And my wife just couldn't get rid of at least one, so we kept that one. I named all of them after Flash bad guys, and then they all got renamed lame names
Right.
like fucking Chaos and Butthole or whatever. But yeah,
Butthole.
we had like Captain
Hey,
Cold,
Jake.
Mirror Master, and all these cool names. But yeah, she's a sweetie.
I just
Jake's
want to
gotta-
quickly point out.
Jake's
Hold on, I
gotta
quickly
be on-
want to point out that the big fella
Yeah.
says that the Ground Round went out of business like 30 years ago.
Has it been that long?
No.
We need confirmation. Somebody needs to look up when the
I
Ground
think-
Round actually.
I think
I'll get on
there.
that. I'll
20
look
years
that
ago.
up. I got.
All right, cool.
So, tomorrow on Sirius Radio, the football one, right? Jake's got to interview Herman Edwards on the radio.
Oh, that'll be good. I
You
can
can't call
interview
in
him.
then.
I can
I'm gonna
interview
call
Herman
him.
Edwards right now. Herm, what do you? I mean, did you guys really give it your all? Did you play hard in that?
You play to win the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but you know what? I'm upset. Take a guess what game I'm upset with him on.
What game?
When he played for the Eagles.
Oh yeah, the
Yes,
Monday or the
Jamaica.
Miracle at the Meadowlands.
Yes. He said, "Thank you
Infrared
for
says
wi-
Bobby is a Jet. God damn it!
Ground
Bobby
Round
coming
filed
now.
for bankruptcy
Infrared.
20 years
Did you
ago.
see
in
his
Oakland.
mask? Infrared jets have masks.
Now before we move along, what I want to do is I'm going to bring in Mets with you, Bobby, because we have to quickly talk about these these uniforms. Let's bring him in,
yeah.
ladies and
They're
gentlemen.
ugly looking.
He can huck a child 40 yards. His name is Mets 2128. How you doing,
Hey,
Mets?
Mets, how you
Do
doing?
that. Can we stop doing that joke, Mike?
No, we're never gonna stop.
Mets,
doing
we
that.
like having
You
fun
You
look
with
need
like
to
a movie
embrace it.
star tonight, Mets.
You're looking at it the wrong way. You got to just embrace it and be like fucking Conan with it. Take it.
Mets,
Run with
you
it.
look
We
like
all
a
know
movie
you're not a
star tonight
bad
with
guy and
those
you don't
shades
hurt
on
people.
tonight.
It's funny. I mean, shit, dude. You think I'm living this down ever? I got my ass kicked by a rock. I've made my peace with it.
Hey, Mets, you look good with those shades on. You look like a movie star.
I don't have shades on.
What?
Not wearing
Bobby, what are you seeing?
Doesn't he have sunglasses on?
No.
Oh, maybe
No.
it's just the light in my. Well, people think I got like makeup on my eyes because they're so. I look
All
like
right, Mets.
raccoon.
Mets, you are still a Giants fan. I need to know your thoughts on these.
Yeah, I've been dying to ask you about this all week.
They're
Those are
fucking
butt-
Say what I will about the color blast. uniforms being bad luck for the team because they almost never win those damn things. I mean the throwback whites, but these might be even worse.
Those are butt ugly.
And the helmets, man.
Yeah, they got the Michigan Wolverine helmets with the Montreal Canadian jerseys, and then the 49ers pants.
I'm
Yeah,
so
that is
tempted to get a blank one and get Guy Lafleur's name and number on the back of it. See how many people pick up.
Well, the helmets I like when they used to put the Giants right across Giants.
I don't see that, Bobby. When I'm looking, I see Michigan Wolverines, different colors.
No, I know before the helmets.
with Notre Dame pants.
Back in 86. No, the 49ers pants.
So Mets, which one would you rather the Giants wear? The Color Rush uniform or that?
Give me the fucking Color Rushes any day.
Yeah.
He's right. He's 100%.
What helmets did they wear with the Color Rush?
The throwback 80s Giants logo.
Oh, I do.
Those look good. I actually like that. Like, I like that logo for the Giants.
Yeah, 86 when they won the Super Bowl, they won that. Hey, is that the Jets of Vinny Testaverde against the Seattle Seahawks?
Bobby, you got it.
He's good.
You got it. You got it. Not only did you get it, hold on, but can you tell me? I don't even know what week it was. Yeah, it doesn't even tell me. It was later in the season. I'll tell you that.
I think this is the game where they awarded the Jets a touchdown and he was like down like 3 yards out of the end zone. Do you remember that play?
No. It was a touchdown. You missed it.
Week 14.
If this is the same game I'm thinking of, that was not a fucking touchdown by a mile.
It was probably a touchdown.
Oh yes, no, it was not. No, he was.
He's fucking with us.
No, that was
14.
wait. That was like
he was like down at the 4, and they were like touchdown. Let's all go home.
Yeah, that was no touchdown.
This was like week 14, I think.
Yeah, 14 or 15.
Yeah, it was later in the
Matt, what do you think about the Knicks, man? What are they gonna do on tomorrow?
OG and Josh better play just as a confidence booster.
I guess OG's going to go through a walkthrough tomorrow.
I hope he does.
As for the Mets, with the confidence, I mean, I'm seeing Diaz 2019 out there, and with the way how Hefner and Barnes have been coaching this team for pitching respectively, I can only say this. Fuck those two. I'd rather 69 at Grizzly Bear while King Kong.
Wow.
I'd rather be standing in the middle of the ring of monkeys as they pelt me to death with their own fecal matter.
I'm going to change your name from Mets 2128 to Spinal Tap.
Mankind.
Because you turn it up to 11 every time, baby.
I love it. That's why we call him the ambassador of anger.
Our boy.
He just comes out when you bring up something he doesn't like, man. He will let you know how he feels. And I'll tell you what.
That's Alan. That's Alan on Jake's show. Alan.
I still have not met this Alan guy. I missed the Jake show because I'm at work.
He's a cartoon character. I'm a cartoon character now too.
Basically blow up in the style of the nerd.
Do you see me as a cartoon character?
I have. I believe me. I knew you talked about the ground. Come on now.
Yeah, it could be like Elmer Fudd's dad.
No, I was. Yeah. No, that's the guy from Family Guy.
Oh, okay.
Tell me, Bobby, you ever heard of the nerd?
Yeah.
I remember the Noid.
The Noid stole pizzas. The nerd does video games.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Avoid the Noid.
Okay, Bobby. Bobby, I have some people in the green room. I got to get to them.
I gotta go. Yeah,
and hey, dude, love the hat. Love the hat.
Love the hat, Bobby.
Jake, I gotta thank Jake very much.
We gotta thank Jake.
Me another one too.
All right, Bobby. Hey, I hope to see you Tuesday night or at the least next Saturday.
I mean, even Maddie.
I'll be here Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Bobby.
Even Maddie can agree with my assessment of the Mets that Barnes and Hefner become a collective cancer that the team needs to cut.
Absolute train wreck.
I mean, why coaches? You just need one, damn it.
I agree.
I was so frustrated watching that game last night. It was why can't they just win away? I'm not understanding the problem here. You know, there's no reason why they can go. They need to go into Indiana and look as bad as they did in two of those games. One of the games played great. Two of the games, it was almost embarrassing. Well, no, the one game was 100% embarrassing.
No kidding, big fella.
Sorry, I
blame this
stuck
one
with the chat.
I blame 2 of the 3 losses on Brunson going to a tunnel vision ball hog. I mean, Game 5 was by far the worst of that quality, where he starts off in his first 2 and then goes on a train wreck, missing his next 11 or so.
Yeah, well, he didn't. It seems like at points Brunson, it seems like he's a ball hog, but when he's on, and you want to get him the ball. But when he's off, he still continues to hold that ball and take shots when he's kind of slumping, and that needs to be fixed.
Yeah, but when he's on, the problem is he's the best option.
We know Julius Randle's on the bench watching this. Why is it that when a timeout is called, he doesn't roar in Brunson's face to quit with the head down, dribble bullshit?
I can't answer that question. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to support the show, we fucking love the big fella coming in with a super chat, getting the Jets chant. TS Jets. The big fella coming in with $5, much appreciated. I hope all you guys can join in the memberships. I have members only material. Hit those thumbs up. I know we're almost there to that over. What is it? 5960. We got to get to over that to beat our live show record. And you know,
stoked.
And even if you're watching this on the replay, you can hit that thumbs up. Let's break some records tonight. The big fella says apparently there were 15 ground round restaurants in the USA in 2021, most in the Midwest and the Northeast. I haven't seen them in the Northeast. I travel to the Northeast all the time.
At the very least, Maddie and I can have solace knowing that the Rangers are in the conference final.
Yeah, get ready, bitches. Get ready, because they're going to be holding Lord Stanley's Cup over their head. It'll be Rangers in 6 over Florida. And then I just don't want Vancouver to go to the finals. I just don't want to do it. I don't want it to be 30 years exactly over again.
Well, they got to get through Edmonton. Right now, they're losing to the Oilers tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have a Game 7 there, man. These playoffs have been a lot of fun to watch.
A lot more fun than they've been in recent years.
Did you guys see that hit that that guy from Florida, Bernard or whatever his name is, put on Brad Marchand? That looked clean from one angle.
I did not.
So it looks clean from one angle, but if you see it from the other, he fucking straight, as he's checking him, drills him right in the face with a closed fist.
We all know Marchand's a dirty player, and finally wasted him.
Maddie, what game was that from? The last one they played?
No, it was from Game 5.
Okay, I'll try to check that out when the show is over.
I have to say, and I hate to admit that Marchand earned some of my respect for that, because he went on the news and he's like, look, that's playoff hockey. Guys are trying to hurt the other players. That's, I've been on both sides of it. Like, he didn't play the victim. He basically said, I do dirty shit like that too. And I hate the fact that I respected Brad Marchand for even a half a second, but he was real about it. It was, if I find the link, I'll shoot it to you on Twitter.
All right. Guys, big fella, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I will continue to tell you how much I appreciate it, because you know what? Those memberships, folks, these super chats is how I could go to my wife and say, hey, you know how I'm on for like 2-3 hours every Saturday night? You know how I'm on every Tuesday night? And blah, blah, blah. Here's why people are appreciating it. And that really, really makes a huge fucking difference. And I'm about to bring in more people. We have them in the green room, but we have another super chat. Jets. Dana, thank you
Mike,
so
I'm not
much.
Be on the show next week.
Oh, why not?
I'm going to be at a convention in Raleigh.
What kind of convention?
Are the Adult Video Awards already up?
It's a cosplay convention.
Oh, okay. No, Metz is against porn. He does not like that porn. Absolutely not. He told us about that. He told us people trolled his stuff with porn. So get that out of here, Maddie. Get that dirty, filthy mind out of here, Maddie. Danos with $2 says Bobby has a channel. He should get Metz to co-host. Oh, see, now we're talking. Maybe
that would be like Morton Downey Jr. and Springer having a show together.
Oh, remember Morton Downey Jr.?
Yeah, dude, he was the best, man. He used to fucking cuss his guests out, blow smoke in their face.
Yeah, just smoke, just right in their face.
Morton Downey Jr. is just smoking all night long.
But the funny thing about Morton Downey Jr. is
my show is also a Yankees fan.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, though he's mostly a gamer.
Okay, because I didn't see him because I did watch some of your Knicks content on that game that they blew against the Pacers by like 40 points.
He's on vacation. He's not coming back until this Wednesday.
Oh, okay, because you were on fire during that broadcast. But I definitely think Bobby and Metz would have a great show together, 100%. So thank you, Dano. Oh God, I appreciate you guys so fucking much. You have no idea. All right, here we go. We got to start bringing in other people. We got to get to this schedule. Let's bring in Ted. Ted, how you doing tonight?
Ted, I love the shirt.
Oh, thanks, guys. How's it going?
Going good. And I just want to let Johnny Boy know I see you. You'll be in soon. So yeah. So what do you think here, Ted? Well, first off, what do you think of those Giants uniforms?
Dude, they are hideous. I actually mentioned in the comments that you had that Michigan helmet with the red replacing the yellow and the Montreal Canadian jersey, and you actually mentioned that before you got to the comments, but that's my thoughts. I mean, I don't know. If I was a Giant fan, I'd be like, dude, ditch those.
Give us back the color rush. As much as I always viewed those damn things as bad juju.
I mean,
well, I personally think you guys need to just bring back the Sims, Lawrence Taylor, Mark Bavaro, those era jerseys.
Those
and
were
helmets.
the color rushes.
I thought you said the color rushes were the red jerseys with the Giants.
No, the color rushes were the 80s throwback ones.
Oh no, Mets, I got to disagree with you. If those were the color rushes you're talking about, I love those. I love those Giants uniforms.
Well, since the color rush concept came into play in 16, it's always been the 80s throwback uniforms.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would love it if to see the Jets and the Giants play each other in those old school 80s uniforms.
That'd be so awesome.
Dude, that's like my childhood right there.
I have to go find some Jolt Cola on eBay.
Scheduling, I'm pissed off that I can't go to the game against Carolina this year.
Hold on. What is
this? From the stadium or what?
It's in Germany.
Oh, it's in Germany.
Oh, that's right.
Hey, time out? How did Matt shit on your super chat?
He definitely does not want to host the show with Bobby.
Oh, boo. Maybe have him on once in a while. Bobby, if you're still watching, you need to subscribe to Mets 2128.
That would be like the sports show version of The Odd Couple.
All right, Ted. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop up this schedule and I'm gonna go over it in detail in a little while. But what I want to do, hold on one second. Let me just bring up one more.
Who's the Felix?
All right, here we go.
The Oscar between him and
I'm pleading the fifth.
Hold on.
There's no way I can pick one or the other without hurting somebody's feelings.
All right, Ted.
Yes.
Give me something in the schedule. I asked Greenbean this. Give me something in the schedule that either stands out as awesome or terrible. Something that really stands out to you, good or bad, either way.
I don't know. I got mixed feelings about the 10 games in the first 3 in the 10 days, but I do like that we're playing the Niners right away and getting them out of the way because they're the toughest opponent. And I was watching Ian's video. He did mention that what's good about it is, listen, even if you lose the game, you're going to be one of this. Half the league will be 1-0, the other will be 0-1. Wherever you're at, it's just one game, and then we just move on and play everyone else. And that's the one thing I like about playing 49ers right away. I don't like the one.
Well, what I was going to say is I saw the leak that Matt O'Leary had out of the schedule, and the thing I disliked the most about it, and he had it all right except for that last Dolphins game he had as the away Dolphins game. And that's what pissed me off the most. The fact that in that one, they had us going December 29th away at the Bills and then the next week away at Miami. And that pissed me off when the schedule came out and they changed that to green and the Jets are going to be home in the final game of the year. That made me feel a lot better about this schedule.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I
didn't like the fact that we had the first two on the road. You know what I mean? I didn't like that.
Go ahead, Ted, and then we'll go to Mets.
I didn't like that we had the first 2 on the road and the last 2 on the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of glad at least we had a home game at the end,
Absolutely, I agree. I completely agree, and I think they made up for it. And like we were talking about this with Greenbean, we're 1 o'clock guys. We like those 1 o'clock shows, but the Jets are in prime time with 6 games in prime time, along with the standalone 9 o'clock in the morning London game. So the Jets are going to be on a lot of people's TV. So get ready for all the hate, folks. Get ready for all the hate.
There's a flex possibility there. That's very possible they get flexed.
Got 7 nationally televised games, and then when the flex schedule comes, we can get more. Who knows?
Yeah. All right, Lou, what I want to do is I do have a special guest in the green room that I just saw. I want to bring him in. What I'm going to do is, Metz and Ted, hang on for 1 second. I'm going to pull you off, bring you right back on, because usually his calls are short, but let me tell you, they're intense. Let's bring him on. The king himself, King Lowski. What's up, man?
Hey.
Midnight Mike, my brother. Midnight Mike, my brother. Maddie, my brother.
What up, baby?
What's going on, fellas? JTS, Jets. Oh,
absolutely.
It's such a glorious day.
Man,
it's such a glorious day to be a Jets fan, baby.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to hop on and show y'all fellas love, man. I usually tune in to y'all, man. I see y'all throughout the season. You know, I love y'all rants. I love how y'all come with the passion. Y'all come with that fucking fire. I love it.
Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to show love to y'all fellas, man. Big ups to y'all for sure.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming.
King, thank you so much for coming on. Love you on, Jake. Love seeing you show up, and I appreciate you popping on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any questions for the king, baby? I'm here. Let's talk Jets.
Just want to say you're the man like Chewbacca knows hand.
I'll ask you the same thing that I was asking Ted and I was asking Greenbean. What in that schedule stands out to you that you really like or that you really don't like? In this schedule, what stands out to you?
What I like is the fact that we're tested early. I like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we're going to have to play and show up. You know, I like the fact that we in prime time. We deserve to be in prime time. Okay, the 1 o'clock games, I get it for season ticket holders. They like the 1 o'clock games. I get it, you know, to beat the traffic and all of that. But at the end of the day, the Jets deserve to be on prime time. We got an MVP decorated quarterback. We got a Super Bowl winning quarterback. We got a Super Bowl championship ready defense. All right, that's not getting talked about enough. So at the end of the day, man, you know, I like that we getting tested early. What I don't like is that we facing Miami at the end of the year. I don't like that. I want to see Miami a little earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Miami, those December games, of course, you know, they all fold in December. But you know, I like to get my hands on Miami real early. You know what I'm saying? I wanna put some fear into it. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know, hey, when that boy Hassan Reddick come off that edge and JJ come off that edge and Will McDonald and them boys, hey man, it's gonna be special this year. It's gonna be special.
I agree.
Now, here's
My
the
hope
thing.
is that Miami game doesn't matter that much by the time we get there.
I want to have the division. I want to have the Division One when we go into Miami or when Miami comes to us, and I want us to be playing spoilers to Miami making the playoffs. That would be
yes, sir.
But what I do want to say, one thing I do want to say about getting Miami early is I don't like the way they set up that stadium so that the away team bakes on their side of the field. So I'm actually glad that we are a little later in our away game with Miami. Now, if we get them early, I'd rather it be the home game.
Right. No, I totally agree. And I was at that Miami game in December last year, and trust me, it was raining the whole weekend. And then that sun came out at game time, and it was like, oh my gosh, what's going on, boy? It's hot as hell. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, I don't mind Miami in December because I know they're gonna collapse in December. And we're going to celebrate 25 years of them not making the playoffs. So, I mean, not winning the playoff game. So, at the end of the day, you know, I'm not worried about Miami. I at the end of the day, I want to win this division. That's the goal for me this year.
Yes.
The division is important to me. I want to sweep this division if we can, because at the end of the day, name throughout the division, how are they roster better than ours? There's no position on nobody in the division that they can say the position is better than ours. Oh, what you gonna say? Buffalo got a better quarterback than us? He ain't been proven. He's overrated so far. Okay, he gets in the playoff and fold. All right. At the end of the day, you can't say he's better than Aaron Rodgers because he ain't been proven like Aaron Rodgers.
100%.
So at the end of the and I'll be damned if you say tuna fish trash is better than Aaron Rodgers. You got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, you at no position can any team in this division say, oh, we got better players than you at that division. Our secondary is the best in the division. Okay, our running back room is the best in the division. Don't give me A-Chan and Mostert. Don't give me them hurt motherfuckers. I don't want to hear that shit. All right, Brees came back and he proved and showed that, hey, I could do it with the child. Okay, and we know what the child did to us last year. We should have got rid of his ass 2 years ago. Okay? I won't even say his name. I call him the fucking child. Okay? Because I don't play the A, man.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, Brees got 1,600 yards from scrimmage last year. Let's make it 2,000 this year. Because at the end of the day, we got molars. We got movers on that offensive line now.
I threw a huge celebration on my show when Zach Wilson got traded to the Denver Broncos. It was one of the best days of my life in the past, let's say 2-3 years, to see him finally gone. Get him out of here. I'm just sick of him. Like I said to Greenbean, I'll support him if he's putting on a Jets helmet. I can't not cheer for the kid if he goes out there, but it made me sick watching him pull on that helmet after Aaron Rodgers went down, and it just, the pit in my stomach watching him pull on that helmet and trot out onto the field was just, it felt like I had the flu a couple weeks ago. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, it was like knots in your stomach, man. It was sickening. And I would go to the Jet Bar and I would just pray. I was like, hopefully he shows us something. He shows us something that he can win us a game. I mean, really, name us the game that he won us. That he really, okay, you want to give me the Pittsburgh game? Okay, cool. All right, one game. Name me another game he won us. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I mean, in fairness, he had an amazing game. But the problem was, that's not consistent. I would have taken 75% of that game consistently all year. We couldn't get it.
And that's all we was asking for was consistent play. All we was asking for was you not to throw the ball in the fucking dirt 5 yards. That's all we was asking, man. Can you throw a simple screen pass? That's all we was asking for was a little fucking consistency. And I got tired of it. After year one, I was done. I knew it. I'm going to be honest with you. The way he looked when we drafted him, he looked scared when we drafted him. Like he wasn't ready when we drafted him. So at the end of the day, I don't want to harness on the child because he's gone. I'm looking forward to the future, baby. We got Aaron Rodgers. We got a 4-time MVP, baby. We got a Super Bowl winner. We got a Super Bowl champion ready defense. At the end of the day, the coaching staff just got to put it all together. Okay? JD got us the groceries to shop, and we got to start cooking. Okay? Right. The coaching staff got to start cooking. Hackett, don't get in the way. Okay? It's simple. Don't get in the fucking way.
Let Aaron do his thing. Now, King, I got to get back to Ted and Metz, and I got another person in the green room waiting. I want to thank you so much. You're always welcome to call in any Saturday night, Tuesday night. Please feel free. On your way out, please give us another one of your famous JETS.
Yes, sir, man. I love y'all boys. Midnight Mike, Matty Jets, boy. Y'all boys stay up. JETS! Jets!
Thank you so much. King
Love the
Lowski.
energy. King Lowski, thank you for coming
appreciate
on.
Dude, he brings the energy like crazy. I'm bringing Ted and Mets back on, but first we have another super chat. Jets. You guys, Rudy coming in with the $4.99 super chat. To everyone complaining about our schedule, check Pittsburgh's second half of the schedule. Yikes. I'm trying to go to Nashville for week 2. I'm actually going to be not too far out of Nashville for my summer vacation that I'm planning. And I was contemplating swinging by the feet just to see the Titans Stadium. Obviously, there won't be a game going on because it'll be over the summer. But yeah, Rudy, thank you so much, man. I can't wait. You guys are kicking so much ass tonight. I might have to go up after the show, wake my wife up and be like, look at these guys. Look at this support. By the way, subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you are new here. I want to get up to that 1,100 subscribers. We're almost there. It's under 20 away from 1,100 subscribers. Hit those thumbs up. We want to break 60. We want to get to 61, 62, something like that. You guys can do it, whether it's here live, whether it's on the replay. If you haven't yet, it takes 2 seconds. It's free to hit that thumbs up. And of course, these super chats, like I said, I might need to wake up my wife and say, look what Rudy and the big guy and Dano and all you guys have been doing for me. God, I appreciate it. Let's bring these guys back on. Yeah, hey man, that's the dream. If one day me and Maddie can just quit our jobs and do this for you guys 24 hours a day.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
We'll freaking do it. We will freaking do it. All right, guys, welcome back. I appreciate you guys holding on there, but I know King Lowski likes to come on, do some screaming, and that was awesome. So I appreciate that. Guys, what do you guys think of these 6 primetime games?
What I can't say is it's BS that ESPN is getting the bulk of the Monday nighters again this year instead of just letting ABC carry it and giving the double option to those who don't have a cable set like I do.
Wasn't the whole idea of the flex schedule so you can play them on Sunday night, so this way you don't interfere with stuff? Like that's when ESPN took over the Monday night games.
But last year, I could get most of those games on ABC. This year, by looking through the schedule specifically for Monday nighters, only a handful of them are going to be between ESPN and ABC.
Yeah, but the thing that pissed me off is all these Prime games and Netflix games and I'll tell you right now.
Don't even get me started on that shit.
Why put the Christmas games on Netflix? There's no line.
On regular TV. I just want to watch them on regular TV.
And you know what? There's one thing. And let's discount my wife and my kids. Obviously, they're the most important thing in my life. But when we talk about other things, there is one thing that I may love more than the New York Jets, and that's Halloween. I am a Halloween guy, and when I saw that fucking game show up October 31st, Jets-Texans, 8:30, I was like,
annoyed.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? Like now, usually my kids are young, so usually we'll get back 8:30, 9 o'clock. But I can't guarantee that. You know, so
you're like Charlie Brown on his trick-or-treating route, and he's like, I got a rock.
Yep. I got a rock. I got a popcorn ball. I got a pack of gum. I got a rock.
I mean, seriously, that's what it's gonna feel like for Jets fans who want to go out trick-or-treating on Halloween night. It's like getting before the game.
Unfortunately, what I might have to do
trick-or-treating bag.
Well, what I might have to do is hold on before I do this. Hold on, let me get back to this schedule. Let me just see if that. Hold on 1 second. Let me see when that game. Hold on. Okay, that's a Thursday night football game. So the good news is that it is a standalone game on Amazon Prime. So I have that on my phone. So if we don't get back in time, I'm going to be tripping over like curbs in the dark trick-or-treating because my head's going to be inside my phone watching the Jets-Texans game.
Yeah, that's a positive.
Unfortunately, I have a back door for that game in the form of Twitch.
Why? What happened?
Elaborate.
I think he has illegal streams on Twitch.
Channels, if you follow them, the Amazon Prime has a sports channel on Twitch that you can use as a back door to watch the games without having.
They stream it on their Twitch channel?
Yes.
That's cool.
Hence why that game I can use for Thursday nighters. I use Twitch as a back door.
All right, guys, here's what I got to do. I got to bring him in. He's been in and out. I promised him I'd bring him in. I want to talk to him. I want to see his thoughts on the schedule. So I'm going to bring him in. If internet issues start to occur, I'm going to have to let people go. But ladies and gentlemen, we love him. He's here. It's Johnny Boy. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? How you guys holding up?
What's up, buddy?
We're so good.
Johnny,
Hey, am I
man,
coming through fine?
Yeah, you're coming through fine, man. We had a motley crew on here tonight with Greenbean and King Lowski, and now we have Metz and Ted and yourself. Just so many people. Bobby,
We're the hot spot this weekend.
Hell yeah! You guys have always been the hot spot.
Appreciate that.
well, when we're really the only spot I think this late on a Saturday night, but I'll take it.
Let's not split hairs. I'm my kid's favorite dad.
Yeah,
I mean, it's true.
my mom says I'm handsome.
Well, mine says I'm tall.
You're not.
I'm aware.
We'll have to not only take his word for it, but let's just prove it in the one time that me and Maddie met. Here it is.
He's standing on a fucking box. He wouldn't take the picture until he stood on a box. All lies.
No, I will say I'm on the taller side, so it may not be that.
Dude, I'm 5'6". I'm fine with it. My wife is 5'11", and I tell people I married her so we'd have normal sized kids.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but I'm like Batman, man. I plan ahead.
Oh, by the way, folks, I want to point this out too before I start getting back. Hold on, let me get to these comments and just take that one down real quick. Got to do that. What I did is I opened up a new Gmail specifically for you guys to get in touch with me if you want to get, and I know you guys, believe me, like if some random whatever, if I know you guys, so I know your names, I know your handles, I know all of that stuff. So if you want the stickers, the Midnight Mike Show stickers, boom, the holographic logo and the New York Jets sticker logo for your water bottle, for your computer, for your what else, your car. I don't know where people stick these things anymore.
Your nipple.
Just go to this. It's just like the Twitter. It's just like the Instagram. It's just like my Gmail. midnightmikeshow@gmail.com. Send me your address. I still haven't sent out the second wave, but I promise they're coming this week. I just want to get a nice grouping so I can just send them all out at once. There's a mailbox near my work, near my Clark Kent job, that you don't even have to get out of the car because it has that long thing. You just slide it in.
The like aardvark nose.
Yes. So there it is, folks. midnightmikeshow@gmail.com. Just like my Twitter, just like my Instagram, just like my letterbox, just like my Rumble. By the way, I'd love to also simultaneously broadcast this on Rumble, but I've ignored that account since I've opened it pretty much. And you have to have like 5 or 10 followers in order to hook up to StreamYard to get it to go to Rumble. So if any of you are on Rumble, do me a favor, Midnight Mike Show, hit that follow button, get me over that hump so that I can also broadcast on Rumble, because God forbid, like that last show I did, that pop-up stream last night, it got dicey. I said a lot of things towards the end when I was talking about Howard Stern and Joe Biden that would usually get me kicked off of YouTube. So, God forbid something ever happens, Rumble might be our only place to go because I run my mouth too much.
I'm hoping I can win one of those free memberships one of these nights.
Get out of here. If you win a membership over someone else, if someone gifts memberships in the chat, or I get the ability to gift more memberships and you fucking win it, I'm going to be pissed. I know you're
shouldn't have to win it. I should just have access.
I don't pick who gets gifted memberships. That's not my choice. That's not my choice. So, Johnny, I've been asking these guys, I've been asking everybody else, what do you think of the schedule? What stands out to you in that schedule, good or bad? What in that schedule stands out to you?
The last 6 games of the season, man. That week 12 is a godsend, but after that, man, it's. I have us going 14-3, right? I have us losing to the Niners, Texans, and we split at Buffalo. Everybody says I'm crazy, man. I think the Texans has something to prove this year. The Niners is I think it's gonna be a close game.
I'll tell you, Johnny, if I end up interrupting my favorite holiday in the world to watch the Jets and they fucking lose, I'm going to be livid through the roof. Like my reaction video is going to be like something you guys have never seen. They better win that fucking game.
On the levels of Sally getting pissed at Linus constantly conning her into the pumpkin patch to see the great pumpkin. All she gets is a beagle. And then she screams, "You owe me restitutions!"
Yes, the Jets will owe me restitution if they lose to the Texans on Halloween. I will be so pissed off. You're going to see me as mad as Mets. I'm going to be the new ambassador of anger if the Jets lose to the Texans that game. But 14-3, man, that is.
I like it. I like the confidence.
I mean, what team is on there that you truly could say that you're kind of worried about?
Just the Niners.
I mean, put them all there and see what you think. Exactly. And even then, I still think we're going to give the Niners a game.
All right. You know what? I'm going to start. I'm going to start this right now. I'm going to start going through my official thing. September 9th, away at San Francisco. Look, I think we can pretty much beat every team on this schedule without a doubt. But I'm going to say I have to give them a couple losses. I have to. So I'm going to say that week 1 we lose to the 49ers. Not that I think we can't beat them, but I have to put some losses on this schedule because the wins are going to come. Ted, what do you think? He's yawning.
Which games do I think we might lose?
No. We're just going week 1. 49ers, win or lose.
I think I'll give that an L.
What about you, Mets?
L without question.
Maddie?
Aaron Rodgers has never done well against San Francisco in recent years.
I think it's an L, but I think it's more a matter of just the team gelling, settling down. The Niners are an amazingly good team. They went to the Super Bowl last year. So I have no problem with this L. However, if they were to pull out the upset win, I wouldn't be like, I never saw it coming. I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, correct. Yes. All right, week 2, September 15th. We're going to be playing the Tennessee Titans away. This is a W. What do you guys think?
Easy.
W.
Everyone across the board? Nobody with the loss?
Nope.
All right, let's go to week 3. Here we go. Week 3 at home. Actually, I got a better graphic for this one. And you know what? The Jets actually put out a thing. Whoops, sorry about that. The Jets actually put out a thing that said, what uniform should we be wearing in our home openers? And I believe still to this day, my comment is the number one liked comment. And I said, look, if we're paying homage to that era and whatever, there's no other uniform that's acceptable except the green top, white pants. And the Jets actually put out this graphic. So I think that's a little bit of a spoiler. The home opener, the New York Jets welcoming the New England Patriots to get destroyed. That, of course, being a Thursday night football game at 8:15. And that's another W. Anybody disagree?
Nope.
W, as long as we don't get cocky. I mean, it took us 8 freaking years to beat this team again. Now we've got the upper hand, and they don't have Belichick anymore. They're a heap of shit, so let's rip them in half with a gore.
Rhino, nice. Love the Rhino reference. All right, we're moving on to week 4. Week 4, we are going to be at home September 29th against the Denver Broncos. I mean, come on. That's a win.
Barring some kind of miracle, that's an undoubted win.
And I doubt anyone's going to disagree there. And so far, by the way, it looks like I'm completely agreeing with Johnny Boy, but that might change. October 6th, the London game, which we all talked about with our Minnesota Vikings correspondent, Sean Neutron. Jets and Vikings over in London. Glad it's an away game. I never want to waste a home game over there. October 6th. This is a win.
I think so.
Same here, but still, I say we give them an ass whooping and then throw a skull in their faces.
Let me ask Ted. What do you think?
I think this is when we'll lose, but if we win this game, I'll have a lot more confidence.
You think we lose this game?
I don't know. Nothing about traveling to Europe.
This jet lag is a factor. I mean, it's not impossible.
Well, no, Ted could be. Are you seeing maybe one of those trap games where you go in too confident?
I could see that. It happens, a lot of times you beat like a great team, you lose to someone you should kill, that could happen,
Well, let me ask all of you. I'll start with Johnny Boy. Who do you think's quarterbacking the Vikings during that? It's early in the season, so it still feasibly could be Darnold. But does JJ McCarthy take over at that point?
I'd say yes.
That's exactly right. Who is
that was sweet? That was sweet, by the way. was your daughter saying goodnight?
No, she brought me some orange juice.
Nice. So what do you think, Johnny? Who's going to be quarterback in the Vikings that game?
That's the question right there. We have no idea who's going to be the QB there. I'm hoping it's the gamut of all the Jets quarterbacks of Jets past that we play. Like, I'm hoping in Denver, Zach Wilson wins the QB and we beat the living crap out of him. I hope our old Sammy boy is there, and I hope we go ahead and
Zach Wilson's not winning that quarterback job. They'll give it to me before they give it to him. I know. I'm in Denver. They'll give me that job before he gets that job.
Maybe we'll see Matty out there, and Matty can throw the game for we would need it.
Yeah, believe me, I don't. Why is he handing off to Garrett Wilson?
Somehow Garrett's on the field.
The Jets are starting Garrett at defensive line.
Then we have what is that? Does that say Monday Night Football? Is that Monday Night Football, October 14th?
Yes, against Buffalo.
At home against the Buffalo Bills. Man, it's what? I know the Jets are gonna fucking kick me in the nuts, but they're gonna win this game. I'm putting it down as a win.
We've won the last 2 games at home. I'll say that too.
That's what I'm thinking. And if Zach Wilson can do it, then Aaron Rodgers or Tyrod Taylor can do it.
Yeah, my thought is if they beat Minnesota, they win the game, but if they lose to Minnesota, they'll win that game.
Oh, so you're basing this game on how the outcome of the Vikings game?
Yeah, that's how I'll go.
Fair enough. Now I'm gonna have to find some losses on here, and I think I might have to go with one right now. October 20th. I think this against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh this one might be that trick sleeper that. This might be the game because in my schedule right now, I have us at 5-1. Jets come in overconfident and lose to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm going to give this one the loss right here. What are you guys' thoughts?
I'm 50-50.
I got a W again.
I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening.
I could see that happening, but I say Jets squeak it out, mostly because Russell's washed. I mean, sure, Pittsburgh has fixed some of their coaching. I mean, what was the main reason they couldn't get their offense going last year? Blame Canada! Blame Canada!
Look, the thing with the Steelers is they're always going to be a tough team to play,
and
especially in Pittsburgh. Yeah. So that's why I got to put losses on here. Yeah.
But the question with that game is who's going to start, Fields or Wilson?
That's a toss-up. But Ted, what were you saying?
I said Pittsburgh's just always that team that they just give you bad vibes.
Yep.
Even if they're much better. But I'll tell you this: I think they could win 2 of those 3 games if they got there between Minnesota, Buffalo, and them. They'll definitely win 2 of those 3.
So that's you guys are having them go 5-2 at this point. I'm going 6-1.
I'm 6-1.
Johnny Boy also has 6-1.
We beat them with Zach Wilson.
But they had a crap heap.
They had pretty much the same team.
Fair enough. I'm looking for losses on this schedule, and I'm looking for games that could be, like those
trap.
Just those trap games. It's just this could be it. So moving on, October 27th in New England. This is a win.
Sweep, baby. That's a sweep. Sweep.
Moving on to Halloween night. This is the game I think.
Oh, Mets. I'm sorry. Mets is hosting.
Sorry. Moving on to Halloween night against the Texans. I think this is a game where we get hit with another loss. I mean,
okay, you guys are all
We beat them last year, but that was because they were dealing with a concussion-late CJ Stroud and basically couldn't really get anything going in the rain against us last time.
All right, let me say this. Mets has it as a loss. Johnny Boy has it as a loss. Ted, what are you thinking?
The Patriots, they'll sweep them.
No, we're due Texans.
Oh,
Halloween
Texans. I think we could win this game.
Well, Johnny and I see it as the rock in our Halloween bag.
I think the Jets could win this game.
Well, what are you putting your money on there, Matty?
I'm looking at the 2 games prior. I think if they lose to Pittsburgh, come out and smash the Patriots, they're going to play better and keep it rolling and win. If they have a bad game against Pittsburgh and then show up poorly against the Patriots, I think this is where they get into a little slump and they lose. I hate to be that guy who looks at previous games, but it's one of those where if they have a good showing, especially the week before against New England, which they should, but again, division rival, gun to my head, I think it's a win.
Okay, so you have what week number are we at?
We're at Houston, week 9. Week 9.
Right.
Okay, I refuse my 2 favorite things in the world. Once again, aside from my kids and my wife and my family, my 2 favorite things in the world: the New York Jets and Halloween, coming on the same night. They cannot disappoint me. The Jets are winning this game. Week 9, the Jets win this game. So right now,
CJ.
Go ahead.
CJ Stroud has had this freaking game circled as soon as the game came. As soon as the schedule came out. Last year, we made him look like shit. And you saw what type of season he had after this game. He went insane mode, bro. Like, he was just going off like he has something to prove. And this is one of the games that if he wants to be considered as one of the top QBs in the league right now, he needs to get over this defense. And I think we're going to be tired because at that point, bro, I think we've played 4 games in 17 days. We played 4 games in 17 days. It's insane.
Yes.
I got to step in really quick. We got a super chat from the big fella. So I want to say thank you to him.
Thank you very
he's asking
much.
us
Let's
to
go
post
over
the
there.
link so that he can call in. So if you want to do that, just throw that up there, Mike. Sorry to interrupt, but I'm
going back to try to check that out right now. Hold on 1 second. I got to find it because for some reason it's not easily just on the top of my screen like it should be. Some show up at the top of the screen, some don't. I don't understand the fucking problem here. Here it is. Let's get that Jets chant in there. Jets. All right, ladies and gentlemen. He says, obviously, you're right, Mike. Can I post the link? I want to call in. Absolutely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish out this schedule with Ted and Johnny and Mets because they came in at the beginning. I want to finish it out as a group, and then I'll let them go. And I had Dano waiting, and then I'll get you in, big fella, and we will me, Maddie, big fella, and Dano will end out the show. But I have to finish the schedule with the guys that I started with because we all want to make sure we go through each of these games. So I will post the link as soon as I'm done. Dano, hold on a second. Right now I think we all at least Johnny, I think I'm with you now because you had the loss versus the Texans. I have the win, but I had the loss in the trap game versus the Steelers. So right now it's 5, 6, 7, and 2 going into week 10. And that is against the Arizona Cardinals away. I'm not worried about this one. This is a win for the Jets.
I agree, and I think it's interesting we only play 2 games in November.
Well, that's because they have the bye.
Well, there's the bye, and then there's just the perfect storm of dates lining up where literally I don't know how often this happens where teams only played 2 games in a calendar month. But I think it's a great time to get healthy.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Anybody else disagree? Anybody else have the Cardinals winning? I doubt it.
We're going to blow that.
We're going to body them.
We'll look at it and say, if you had the Cardinals and 35 points, you lose.
Jesus.
Well, Ted, aren't you going to that game?
I'm making the trip here. We're not going to be
And like we said last week, we want pictures.
Lots of pictures.
Yes.
All right. Then we're
Next
moving
up.
along. We got the win versus the Cardinals
This
in week
is-
10. Go ahead, Mets.
Yes. November 17th against Indianapolis. I view this as the trap game for me.
Okay. I mean, it's at home. What is that? Is that Sunday Night Football again?
NBC, yes.
Sunday Night Football
Yes.
on NBC.
To me,
Jets and the Colts are the best on TV.
To me,
I don't know.
this is the trap game mostly because Indianapolis, they're like a chocolate box. You don't know which team you're going to get. Are you going to get Minshew Jr., Mr. Shotgun, Hail Mary Bomb, or are you going to get Tony Richardson back from shoulder surgery? Which is the main question with this matchup. If it's Richardson, we might be in trouble. If it's Minshew, we might have a shot. To me, if Richardson's back full power, we're sunk.
The Mets, the way I see this game is that the Jets have proven that in primetime games at night, they can make MetLife Stadium rock. And I personally do not see the Colts coming into MetLife with a ruckus New York Jets crowd, the whole place lit up green, beating the New York Jets. I have this one as a win.
If they were on the road, I might think differently, but I have this as a win. And on a side note, every time you sing, Mike, an angel gets its wings ripped off. Don't do that.
So I have this as a win, but it's one of the games that I have as a question. Mets Minshew, he's not here no more with us. With them, he's over there with the Raiders.
Oh. Who's their new
Yeah.
But you are right. So let me let you guys hear this, right? This is the Colts' current roster on offense. Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, Pittman, Downs, Adonai Mitchell that they just got, which I think Mitchell's going to be a beast in the league. That's a pretty good offense. I believe in our defense. Don't get it twisted. I think that. But it's a close game. We still win it. We still pull it out off of the leg of Greg, the leg Zerline, and we win it by 3 in that game.
I'll take Greg the leg. I'll put the game in the hands of Greg the leg any day of the week. Ted, what do you think? Win or loss?
I think, what is this? The Colts will win this game.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at all these W's, and I'm just like, holy shit.
I know, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is hard to believe. Then we have a bye week in week 12. Moving on to week 13, we are home again. Now, that is a nice rest because we are not only, we'll come home November 11th, the day after the Arizona game, and we will be home till essentially December 2nd. Or 3rd when we travel to Miami. That is a great rest period, including a bye week. This is how we get prepared to make that playoff run. But home December 1st against the Seattle Seahawks. This is a win.
Yeah, hands down.
Would I get scolded if I say this game ends in a draw?
Yes,
you can mark it down as a tie if you want. But I mean, of all the games on this schedule, you think he's going to be?
I just want to be a little random with the season this year, and 2, Gino knows our system like the back of our hand if he's under center for the Seahawks.
He does not.
Are you out of your damn mind?
Yeah, he's been on the team in like 8 years.
Mets, I want you to get up and run as fast as you can into the wall real quick. No, but don't do that. Don't do that. I'm joking.
I gotta step away and let those idiot dogs in before I get a ticket. I'll be right back.
Fair enough. All right.
We'll win.
But yeah, I think we're winning this game. I don't think that's a question there. At least, I mean, whatever. It's the Jets. They could lose. The Jets could go, 4 and whatever. It's the Jets. Okay. December. I have to now decide whether I think we're splitting with the Dolphins or whether I think we're splitting with the Bills. December 8th, we are away in Miami, 1:00 game. I'm surprised that they have this scheduled as a 1:00 game. Is this at the time we could start flexing shit? I don't know. But Miami, no,
it's a win.
We're sweeping. We're sweeping Miami. This is a win. I agree.
We're
still
we're
hate
sweeping.
But even you said, Mike, about how you hate the way that Hard Rock Stadium is designed, where one end of the field gets roasted during early games, right?
Yep.
That's one of
That's
the
why I'm glad this is later.
most deliberate design flaws made to sabotage oppositions.
That's not a design flaw. I hate the fucking Dolphins. It was genius. I'm sorry. I can't take that away from them. That I wish our stadium. I mean, we're in a cold weather, area, but I mean that is smart planning. I can't take. I really can't.
But basically, making your football stadium into a living steamer.
They did it to look. If it gives anything to give your team an advantage, and if that's part of their home field, I mean, look, the Yankees, they play their games in Yankee Stadium, and they're supposed to load their team up with left-handed batters who can bash that ball out into the short right field. The stadium was designed for Babe Ruth. How's that not the same thing? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fair enough. But still,
who's on defense for Miami, and who is their offensive lineman?
No, the Miami has not gotten better. They have not.
For all I care, as far as I'm
exactly,
concerned, we're debating on if we're splitting with Miami or Buffalo. I say we split with both.
Really? I'm not. I can't.
I don't agree.
I can't accept that.
Yeah, Mets, you got some bad takes tonight, man.
I think Mets is he's in a pissed off mood because
he's
of the
mad
Knicks.
at us, and he's just like, I'm gonna say some shit to insult these two assholes. I don't think we split with Miami. I think Miami is a paper tiger. They were last year, and I think they're going to be this year. And I think they're going to show up very, very early on.
Fine, I'll give them the wins against Miami.
Now here's something that I like in the schedule. By the way, we go from Miami to Jacksonville, so that's not a big travel. They could literally drive up if they wanted to. So I like that part of the schedule. I think that's a little. You don't have to take a plane, and if you take a plane, it's going to be 20-minute flight. Yeah. So December 15th, Jacksonville Jaguars away. They've proven nothing to me. Trevor Lawrence hasn't proven anything to me so far. He's proven to be basically a mid quarterback. This is a win.
I agree.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as Jet fans get to go into the Jacksonville President's box and super kick Tony Khan, I'll be happy.
Well, there you go. Anybody else taking a?
It's a
we're
W.
Taking Spicoli down.
What was that?
Said we're taking Spicoli down.
Yeah, he does kind of look like Spicoli.
He looks like Spicoli, dude. Like, I'm just waiting for it to be like, if you're on the field and I'm on the field, isn't it our game?
We Tony out there on the field.
All right, guys, I got two people talking at the same time. Ted, go ahead.
I said I'm looking at Jacksonville, the Rams, and the Bills games. I think we could win 2 of these, but I don't think we can win all 3 of them. So there's going to be. It depends on how they do with the others. I think we could lose this, but if we do, we'll beat Buffalo. That's what I'll base it on. How's that?
That's fair. And Matt, what were you saying?
All I'm saying is, after this game, we drag Tony Khan out of his box.
Going back to wrestling.
Come on, I mean. His father may own the team, but he's still a partial owner of the Jaguars, is he not?
He is. Well, the Khans, they own the Jaguars. Absolutely, they do.
So, I say we treat him to a little super kick party of our own.
Here's where I'm going to start surprising people. I think we have another trap game right here.
I agree.
I don't know why. But
I'm so annoyed you got to this before me.
December 22nd, LA Rams. I'm going to pencil that in as a loss.
I am too, and I said it on the Jets Chaos show. I don't know why. I think part of me thinks the Jets are going to be flying high and not take it seriously. I think it's a team they're not going to prepare well for, and I think that the Rams are just going to come out and stun us a quick one. Which fine, I'd rather it happen against the Rams, and then we can finish off the season strong.
Absolutely, although I don't have us finishing off strong.
I don't know you.
I'm going to agree with the loss. I mean, mostly it's due to how much recent post-season experience Matt Stafford has gotten. Stafford's basically going to lord that over Rodgers' head.
We will see. Ted, what you thinking?
Like I mentioned before, the Jacksonville, Rams, Bills, they will win 2 of those 3. They're going to lose one of them, but it depends on how it goes from there, you know?
And Johnny, you have this as a W, right?
I have it as a W, man. That defense does not scare me anymore. I mean, Aaron Donald gone. That breakdown in itself frees up 2 players because I do used to have 2 defenders or 2 offensive players trying to block him on a constant. He can't disrupt anymore. So the only one, it's a close game because they have Stafford. Stafford is the dog. I have to admit it, but we win in this one, bro.
All right, so I'd be happy to be wrong.
Oh, me too. Same here. Move it. By the way, everybody listening, please hit those thumbs up. I want to go outside after this show, and I just want to be like, holy shit, we beat the 60. We got over 60. Maybe we do. I don't know. I don't have it up right now, but we will see. I know we were close about a half hour ago or whatever it was. December 29th, away in Buffalo. It's going to be frigid.
Loss.
It's going to be cold. Yeah, I have this as a loss.
The pattern we have with Buffalo the last 2 years continues. We can't seem to win in Orchard Park.
When do they move into their new stadium?
It's under construction right now, so you got to assume 2020.
What's everybody else thinking?
That's a loss for us, man.
I'm not going to go with the loss on this one. It's not emphatic. I'm sure we're going to win, but I'm wondering how far out of reach the season might be for the Bills or for the division, as well as injuries.
Well, by the way, I have them losing against the Rams and the Bills back to back, but at this point, we have the division. I want to point that out.
So I think this is a win. I'm going to take a win.
Then the final one. Here we go, the final one, and then I'm going to put the thing in the chat for Dano and the big fella. Hopefully they can come in. The final week, the TBD, to be determined. Hopefully it'll be flexed into a primetime game because the Jets have already clinched the AFC East, and this is the game where we come home. We celebrate being AFC East champions, and there it is. We'll be celebrating in the Rams game, but I don't think we win. This one we win. We sweep Miami, and that's that. We knock Miami out of playoff contention in this game. That's my thoughts.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, the only way I see us losing this game is if it completely doesn't matter and we don't start anybody.
Oh, that's
the only way I see us losing the game is if like Tyrod's, it's just all third stringers and it's literally this game. It couldn't matter less. That's the only way.
Awesome. So Johnny, what was your total? What was your win-loss?
It's 14-3, but week 18 is a question mark for me because just like you guys said, right? If we already have clinched the division, we got it, right? And it's up in the air and we have to go ahead and put in Tyrod. I think Tyrod goes in and throws for 4 touchdowns and beats the living crap out of the damn Dolphins, bro. I think we sweep them. That's what I mean. Again, I'm not scared of any of the teams on the freaking schedule itself. This is the first time that we're actually favored 15 out of the 17 games that we have currently right now. When's the last time that's ever happened? No idea. It's amazing. Thank you, JD, for what you've done. I hope we do extend them. Salah, it's your turn. You need to go ahead and pull up your pants up, tying up that damn belt, and let's get this show on the damn road, man, because I'm ready, man. Look, I got the throwback on right now because it's a throwback now. So, let's go, baby. Let's go, Jets.
It's so weird to call those jerseys throwbacks now.
So most of us have the Jets going 13-4, and Johnny's got them going 14-3.
Well, I want to preface that also. I have them at 13-4, but if we're throwing in a lot of backup guys, at the worst we go 12-5. But I still said we're going to win the division, and I think we do win the division. So
I think I have 12-5, but I still think we can win the division at 12-5.
Oh yeah, no, I think we have the division before the last 3 games. With the way I have it set up, you know, I have them either losing 2 of the last 3 or maybe 3 of the last 3, but that means I have them at like 13-2.
I got them at 12-5. I know what I might have said might say 13-4 or whatever, but there's always going to be that one Jets game that just bites us in the ass. And Lisa in the comments was like, why do we always expect to split the division? Because we haven't been shown anything but that at best. So it's the Jets' job to go out and show us that they can go 13-4.
All right. Well, first I'm going to go around the table. Ted, thank you so much for calling in. Hopefully we'll see you Tuesday night or next Saturday.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Go
Jets.
Absolutely. Go Jets. Have a
Go
great
Jets.
night. Mets, thank you so much. Do you have any upcoming live streams for games?
I don't think so. I think my next live stream is an episode of the podcast where my partner and I are going to predict double or nothing on Thursday.
Awesome. Everyone go follow him on YouTube. Give him a subscribe at Mets2128. Thank you for coming in, Mets. Unfortunately, we will not see you next Saturday night, but hopefully your broadcast partner, Bobby, will call in.
My partner in crime's name is Jose.
Okay. Jose
Very
can call.
progressive.
My cousin? Mi primo?
Oh, there you go.
It's a small world, isn't it?
Johnny, he lives up in the Bronx.
Yeah, I used to live out in New York.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
That would be fucking hilarious.
All right, Mets, thank you so much.
See you, bud.
And Johnny, thank you so much for calling in. I was glad to have you guys here to go over this schedule game by game, and I really appreciate it. I love that you call in each week, and I love when I see you in the green room and I get ready to bring you in.
I appreciate you guys, man. This has been awesome. I'm hopefully
Love
that
having you on.
I'm not lagging as bad as I was. I'm trying
you're
to
good.
get my little working a lot better, right? It's an amazing season coming up for us guys. The Jets fandom needs to embrace it. We need to be positive. We need to stay steady and be ready for the season because it's going to be something that you, I, Maddie, we're going to be talking about it for the rest of our lives. And at the same time, let's go Rangers and F the Devils, baby. F the Devils.
It is, before we let Johnny Wood go, it is very strange to hear everybody talking about the Rangers being like the favorites all of a sudden.
We knocked out the Kings, bro. The Kings were the team to win it. And was I scared in that damn fucking game? Hell yeah, bro. That entire series, hockey right now is at its best with all the different series he's going, game sevens and things like that. I mean, it's an amazing time. Sports in general
shout out to our boy
is doing so much.
James Kreider for that performance in Game 6.
What a monster! What a monster, man! So,
Did
and
you see
even
that
even the women's
hats all over his lawn.
Hell yeah, dude!
There's
That's
pictures
awesome,
of him
bro.
out there cleaning up his lawn because everybody threw hats on his lawn. That's fucking great. All right,
I bet you the Devils never got that.
A hockey show.
Oh, stop it, Johnny! Thank you so much. We
Johnny,
appreciate
you're the man,
it.
dude.
I appreciate you guys, man. And let's get some Halloween talk, man. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready for some horror flick talk at some point.
Oh hell yeah! Wait till when we get close. Believe me, I won't be able to hold back talking about some horror movies and some Halloween.
Yeah, I'm in 100%.
Hell yeah! All right, guys. You guys have a good night, man. Thank you.
See you, bud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the official schedule predictions and everything for the Midnight Mike show. Thank you to all those guys who called in. I'm still waiting on Dano, but I got the big fella ready to come in. I'm going to go through some of these chats as we talk. And please, guys, thank you so much for the super chats, the memberships. Get those like buttons hit. The like button is free, folks. It's free to like this show, to hit the like button. It's free to subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him in. I see him on the Jake Asman show. He's here every week. This is his first time calling. Can't wait. It's the big fella. What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? How are you?
Thank you for coming in.
Hey, thanks for having me. I love the show. I've been watching it for the past few weeks, and you guys are doing a great job. Keep killing it.
Thank you.
And, continued success.
Dude, I'm just so thankful that all you guys, you and all the people in the comments who are, that you guys stick around with us so late into the nights on Tuesdays and Saturdays. It's unbelievable.
Hey, you guys put out good content. What can I say, man?
Thanks, man. That means the world to us.
So what do you think about our schedule predictions? Are you anywhere close to any of us on those record predictions?
I've been saying 13-4 the whole time, possibly 12-5, but 13-4 is where I'm at. I think we're winning the first game against San Francisco. I think we're going to be healthy. I think that, Rodgers has something to prove. I think he's going to go out there with, bug up his ass and just go out there and kill it. I think, Tennessee, we should beat them. Patriots, we should beat them. I agree with you. I think we're going to we're going to lose against the Steelers.
Comment right here.
Yeah, that's true.
I know that's true.
Thank you for joining us.
I don't know how it happens. It's like Voldemort, dude. He says it and it goes down.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. I do think we're going to lose against the Steelers. I have our losses. I have against the Steelers, the Rams, and I think we're gonna lose one in the division and then some random game, and that's 13-4. That's what I see.
It's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. And you know what? So you just had us going 13-4. I had us going 13-4 or 12-5. Maddie had us going what, 13-4 or something?
13-4, 12-5.
Johnny had us going 14-3. I mean, we are all building ourselves up in typical Jets fashion to get literally punched in the stomach.
It's Jets May is what it is. It's everything's sunshine and flowers, and it's gonna be great. And this year's gonna be different. We're like that guy who has a fucking punch card at the strip club buffet, and that new stripper really likes us this time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She really wants to date us.
She is so gonna call us. We gave her a number. Yeah.
No, I mean, that's what I see, though. I mean, I just hope we don't get hit with the injury bug like we have been for the past 2 years. That's my main concern. If we're healthy, we can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Literally anybody. I mean, our roster is the best it's been in like a decade, 2 decades.
Easily. Yeah. I think this is the best roster I've ever seen on this team.
Yeah, yeah. That's where I'm at. I mean, what do you guys think? Like roster wise, like where could we improve? And what else do we need?
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, I mean, we could improve at like safety. We could we don't know fully how good Mike Williams will be. Can Xavier Gibson or Brownlee pick up any of that slack, or Lazard? Who knows? But honestly, you're right. I think that the Jets, I mean, when I look at this roster on paper, I'm seeing the 2010 Jets. I'm seeing the 1998 Jets. I'm seeing the 1987 Jets. These are I said it when Greenbean was on. I've been, let's say, I will average it out 40 years a Jets fan. 30 of them have been literal miserable, just terrible teams. 5 of them have been okay. And then there's that 5 that were actual contenders. And I think we've come to one of those seasons.
I agree with that.
Well,
we've got to enjoy it.
This roster, it looks so good right now. If this were not our actual roster, we would not be able to make the trades to create this in Madden. The computer would stop us. Is how I feel.
Right. No, that's a good analogy with that.
It's like, I'm just like, this is really our team. Like, holy shit. That's the best way I can describe it.
No, that's true.
Big Phil, I need to know your thoughts. I've asked a few people here tonight. What are your thoughts on these beauties?
It looks like a USFL team.
Yeah.
That's what I see. I don't see that as being.
I don't even know if I'd say that bad, because the USFL teams that are still playing in the UFL, their jerseys look better than this.
Yeah, that's true.
And the color scheme, the gold pants. What the fuck is going on here?
I just want Michigan to sue them.
The gold pants are really hideous. I mean, that's
it's gonna be, what's gonna happen is Michigan and the Montreal Canadiens are going to join in a
Yeah, they
lawsuit
get joint
against the New York
lawsuit.
Giants.
I know.
That's
I think
funny.
the pants came from the guy who designed the uniform. Watched Rudy that night with like a bottle of whiskey. I was like, "Look,
Dude.
we need some of this luck."
Dude, that is
Rudy,
so funny.
put
It is
the
so funny that you
pants.
brought up Rudy because
That's actually the first time I'm seeing that.
Oh,
They
really?
look like Notre Dame Irish. The color looks Notre Dame Irish to me.
Well, the gold. Yeah.
It's
The gold
I don't
pants
see
are-
Niners when I see gold. I always see Notre Dame.
But hold on, but Notre Dame wears blue usually. They wear don't they? Or do they wear the gold pants? They wear blue jerseys, gold pants. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay. So yeah, I mean you got the Wolverines helmet, the Canadians jersey, and then the Notre Dame pants.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me that that wasn't the Giants, I would believe you because I mean it doesn't even look like the Giants, to be honest.
If you told me this was an expansion team, I would be like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Look at
wouldn't
the
be okay.
font.
If you told me this was an expansion team, I'd be like, who the fuck designed these jerseys?
Well, I mean, the
That's
first thing
true.
I'd say is I hope they can waive the 5-year rule so they can fix this immediately.
Yeah, I mean, look at the font for the numbers. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Fucking
The whole
retarded, man.
the whole collaboration of like the uniform is dog shit. So
So my wife's favorite hockey player of all time is Patrick Waugh, and I bet you if I got a custom one of these jerseys and put the name Waugh and 33 on the back, she'd be like, "Why'd you get me a Canadians like summer jersey?"
yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But I want to bring up you brought up Rudy before. I was thinking about doing some sort of watch along of Rudy on like a members only thing because Rudy is one of the only movies that I still can watch to this day. And in the end, man, you start to get that feeling where you're gonna cry, but it's like choking you up and whatever. And the movie affects me so much that the other night I watched two British guys watch Rudy for the first time. And it was like a reaction video.
I bet that was awesome.
What?
I bet that was awesome.
Well, it was cool, but it still affected me the same way. It only shows clip parts of the movie because you can't show the whole thing
Right.
On YouTube. But I'm still by the end, I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, Rudy, you do it, Rudy. Like it's just so funny how that movie affects me.
I'm probably gonna watch that tomorrow now.
And it's so funny because my wife or whoever can make me watch all these. She can make me watch any chick flick drama, whatever, about someone dying or someone's, whatever the case may be. And I'll sit there stone faced, no problem. But you show me a sports movie like Rudy or Miracle, forget about it. I'm like, oh my God.
Miracle doesn't affect me like that, but Rudy
Miracle is great. I can even watch that HBO documentary they did on the Miracle on Ice. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, these guys, they deserve it. These college kids.
They went through so much.
Yeah.
I'll always bring this up that I was able to get. It's an original Lake Placid flag from the event.
Oh, that's something.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I have a lot of little random possessions that I just have sitting around. I
get all teared up at Major League.
Major League.
Not Major League.
But in the theater. That's like one of my favorite sports movies.
My dad hates baseball and loves that fucking movie.
That's so great.
So good.
It's so great.
Scott's in here. What's up, Scott? I think you commented earlier, but I want to make sure I say what's up. And I know Valerie and Monique were here, and they're probably gone by this point, but damn, I can't believe see, that's the problem. I was on with Greenbean, not checking comments and stuff because I was busy talking to Greenbean, and then you have to wait, and then it is what it is. But I know they were here. Dano, by the way, I saw Dano say that he just wanted to make sure that big fella got his time. I respect that, but I was going to bring you guys in together.
Yeah.
So
come on, Dano.
Yeah, if you want to come in, we got to close up shop soon. We're 18 minutes over, folks.
Oh,
see,
shoot. Sorry.
We give you guys extra time.
We're like a premiership game, dude. There's always stop time.
I wanted to ask you guys. I brought this up on the Asbin show. I think a potential weakness for our team, which really hasn't been addressed that well, is the backup linebacker position. For example, if Mosley goes down or Quincy goes down, who do we got?
You're not wrong.
So I just wanted to see where you guys.
I think they're not as concerned just because those guys have been such workhorses.
Yeah.
Now you got.
But you know what? The thing is that
now I'm fucking my head about it. Like shit.
No, but if you think about it, it's like you can only you can only do so much.
Right. No, that's what he said too. I mean,
Yeah.
And I agree with that. I'm just saying though, like I remember that one year when Mosley went down. I don't remember the exact year, but I remember he went down for an extended period of time, and the defense really regressed when he was out. So I was,
well, he's
he's
a leader, man.
Do the job.
I mean, who knows? But if Mosley does go down, hopefully he doesn't go down bad enough where he can't be on the sidelines pumping his team up, because his being on the field affects the defense, or just being on the sideline, him just being there because he's so motivational, positive, gets the guys pumped up. That's what I'm hoping. By the way, did I miss something? It says I might be missing something. Rest in peace, SOJ. I don't know who SOJ is. Did someone die recently during our show that I didn't know about? I don't know.
I like how our comments have so much shit going on that we're not even in the loop. like our comments, they're telling each other stocks to buy and shit, and we're over here being like, "What's your porn name?"
Yeah, it's gonna happen, And you know what? Before I let you go, big fella, because we do have to end out the show, I think there's someone here who wants to say hi to you.
Hi, big fella.
Hey, Bobby, what's going on, buddy boy?
Jets are going to be 12-5 this year.
The return of the
You like my new hat?
I do. I love it, man. I love it.
I know. Isn't Jake awesome, guys?
Jake is awesome.
Jake's on the radio right now, too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, is it? Okay.
He's talking
we will know we have made it as a show when Jake comes on.
Yeah, I'll get Jake on.
I'm sure I could get Jake on. Maybe
I'm just saying that'd be pretty sweet.
Hey, Bobby.
Maybe. Oh, I was gonna say Bobby, just maybe Bobby or the big guy or who else?
I could definitely have him come on your show.
Yeah, you guys just say, hey, go on the Midnight Night Show.
I gotta ask you a question. You got what's the name? Your third host? I heard.
No,
Mets
we don't
is your
have
third
a
host. Okay,
no, but he's a regular. He's a regular.
He's a regular, but he's
but he's a Giant fan. You know that.
We do know that.
I was wondering. He said he had to go to a cosplay convention. I want to know what the hell that was all about.
He dresses up as Princess Peach from Super Mario Brothers.
He does look like a
cartoon.
I don't know what he's dressed.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
No, the last one he went to, he dressed as the angry video game nerd.
That's like the guy from.
He's a YouTuber, but he's been around since like YouTube's infancy, and I forget his real name. God damn it! But
he's fun.
Yeah, he's done the angry video game nerd, and then if you actually look at Met's Twitter avatar or profile picture, or you look at his Mets 2128 on Twitter on YouTube, he dresses like it looks like it looks like Corey Feldman when he went on the Today Show, but he has this like white, like almost like Sub-Zero looking like outfit with like this white hood, and I don't know what it's from because I don't follow a lot of like the manga or things like that, but he does a lot of that kind of cosplay.
I'm gonna cosplay as Mets.
We should all cosplay as Mets.
And I'm gonna have my Knicks hat, and I'm just gonna have a baby fucking like this.
Oh, big fella.
He's gonna stop calling in if we don't quit fucking with him.
We all have to be like right here.
Oh,
and looking at our phone.
I gotta grow my hair out so I can like run my fingers.
Big fella.
Yeah, Bobby, what's up?
You ever watch the show Chicago PD?
No.
Bobby is on this one, dude. He's right. He's not wrong though.
He does look like the guy.
I don't.
I've never seen it.
I can see
that
it.
That dude is like 20 years younger than me.
So I'm giving you a compliment.
I appreciate it.
I'm old fart. I'm gonna be 56 in August.
Hey, that reminds me, we're doing 51. A show on my birthday.
Yeah.
A week from Tuesday.
Yep.
And I want people to make me feel pretty. So I'm gonna say,
you always look pretty.
Do what you got to do. I look like fuck pie, dude. My eye is so fucking. I look like I have Down syndrome. Like I had a stroke on the other side of my face, dude. I was like,
well, you fell in your face. It hurts.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I really wish this would heal up because I can't quit looking at it going, God, you're a freak.
By the way, I want to point out These last two comments are spot on. Assist My Suicide said that the Giants uniforms, Giants playing rugby with pads. They do look like
yes.
rugby
They
uniforms.
do. There you go.
And then Addison says the Giants picked that combo using a blind kid and a dartboard.
There's some Make-A-Wish
that's-
kid who lost his vision was like, yeah, let's do it.
Definitely.
I'd love. Yeah, what's your wish? I'd like to pick the Giants' new uniforms. All right.
All right, throw this at the wall.
That's hilarious.
It's a dying kid who's a Jets fan, just like, I'm gonna troll the fuck out of this team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, both ugly.
They should have just
bad.
went with the Mean Machine from the Longest Yard uniform,
Right? At least we'd all respect the like history of that, because like, I mean, a lot of people forgot there was actually an original with Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
the Sandler remake wasn't bad. I like the original too.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's actually I mean, I'm sure you guys know this, but for those of you that don't know, that's actually an American remake of a soccer film.
Oh, I didn't know
in
that.
Britain. Yeah. The machine was with or maybe they remade it. I don't know, but it's there. If you look, there's an actual like soccer movie from Great Britain that's basically based on the same thing.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Good to know.
All right, guys,
Exactly.
listen. It's been we're almost at 2.5 hours. It's
All
Yeah,
time
you
to end
must
out
be
this
tired,
show.
Mike.
What's up?
You must be tired.
Oh, of course I'm tired.
Mike's
But
all
like
jacked
I
up
said-
on Mountain
last
Dew.
night. I went to bed
No,
at 12 midnight last night, and then Dano his show stayed on to 2:40 this morning.
Wow.
What? He was
Yeah,
until
he said-
2:40 in the morning?
Well, I
That's
would
what he
wager
said
that
in
Daniel
his
probably
chat.
doesn't have kids or a crippling alcohol addiction like I do.
Yeah.
So
I
Jeez,
gave
that-
up
that's
drinking
intense.
17 years ago.
I'm covering your shifts.
Congratulations, Bobby.
Well,
Yeah,
my
absolutely.
daughter was born, so.
Hmm.
That's what made me drink more when those motherfuckers came along.
Hey, how many kids you have?
I got 4 daughters, Bobby.
Oh, that'll
4 daughters? No
Yeah.
sons?
No sons. I married into 3. I got 3 stepdaughters who are my kids, and then
Oh,
you guys have met Sasha, and she's the
yeah,
pure blood.
she's adorable.
And I always fuck with the older 3. I'm like, listen, you guys know you don't inherit anything anymore, right? Now that we have a pure blood, you mudbloods get nothing. She might hire you to clean their house or something, but I've seen how you do chores, so I wouldn't count on it. So better study real hard.
Oh,
they're all like,
that's
"Fuck
it.
you, Dad. You're not funny, Dad." And I'm like, "I think I'm funny."
Plus,
That was-
see,
So
nothing-
you
was-
So you
Hold on.
have Cinderella with the 3 stepsisters, right? Or the
Yeah.
two-
Although the irony is my the brown haired one you guys met last week. She keeps
Yeah.
getting her ass in trouble. She's more like Cinderella. She gets stuck on staying at home and not getting to do shit because somebody likes to ditch
Oh.
class to
Oh,
hang out
shit.
with some boy.
Oh, I did that in New York. I did
Well,
that.
I think the joke's on Sasha and all the daughters because Maddie doesn't have anything for them to inherit. So-
I already told everybody you have to bury me with all my shit. It's mine. I'm gonna have the biggest
All right.
great plot in the
Hey.
universe.
Bobby, thank you for coming on. Hopefully we
Yeah,
see you
no
Tuesday
problem.
or
I'll
Saturday.
talk to you on Tuesday, right? You'll be here Tuesday?
Tuesday night,
Absolutely.
10
Mike,
p.m.
Mike,
I'll
Maddie,
be
keep
there
putting
too.
out the good content.
Big fella, thank you for coming by. You're
Yeah.
always welcome to come on. Love
Thank
you,
you
dude.
so much for having me on your show. And like I said, continue success, brothers, and go Jets.
Go Jets.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Big Fella and Bobby are always welcome on the show. Always good to talk to them. And yeah, we really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone who's called in, everybody who's commented, everybody who's super chatted. If you did memberships or if you've subscribed, hit the thumbs up. It's one of the last times I can beg you to please hit that thumbs up. But Maddie, it's the end of an amazing Saturday night show.
What a good time
mean,
tonight.
I mean, we got those guys, we got Mets, we got King Lowski, and at the beginning of the show, we had Greenbean, and
Big fella
Greenbean
called in. That was
outstanding.
awesome too. Like, what a great show, guys! I just want to say thanks to everybody for being here tonight and making it a great show. We couldn't do it without you. And on behalf of myself and this dog, we'll see you Tuesday night, and let's go Jets, baby! Thanks again. Yes, I see.
Absolutely, Maddie. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was an outstanding show. I'm just going to whip through some of these comments as I end out the show. And hopefully maybe on Tuesday or I don't know, Tuesday or Saturday, next Saturday. Hopefully we'll be able to get Dano in here because we definitely, if you can, go over and subscribe to Dano. on his show. Go over, guys, subscribe to Mets 2128 and go to his videos and check out some of his stuff, man. That guy's got the anger. He's the ambassador of anger, and it's awesome. Nate's saying looks like jerseys that were made in the 20s with whatever colors and material, but that's what they are. No, that's what they are. Those jerseys are based off of, you can actually go back and look at the Giants jerseys from 100 years ago. And that's what they're basing them off of. That's what they're doing. That's it here from the Long Island Sound. I appreciate all you guys being here. I'm going to flip through some of these comments here at the end. I am your late night New York Jets host. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'm Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time.